What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 151 of Barz and Shotz podcast. You got myself, Flaw 700, Ant the Great One, making a crazy special appearance. DJ
Whoa.
Big, Jarrell. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, this is huge, man. We got Big J on today, man.
The dead has arisen.
This is huge, man.
I thought you had a DJ event today at the spot, right?
That's later. That's a 7.
Okay.
Oh,
that's a 7.
After the Super Bowl.
Oh.
During the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl starts at like 3. It better
Bowl,
not be no
game.
Coverage starts at 3.
6:30. Game start at 6:30.
I'm about to say they got the coverage started last week.
Yeah, you right. Super Bowl just started like 6:30. Super Bowl started like 6:30. Bro, I don't care about this Super Bowl. You know what I was sitting here thinking? Listen, for my entrepreneurs out there, I'm saying, like, the Super Bowl, the coverage starts at 3:30. The game probably be over at 11 o'clock. If you're going to watch that game and you home, put it on mute and read and get your education on, fan. That's the type of time I'm on, fan. I don't really give two iolas about the Super Bowl. It's going to be on. I'm enjoy it. But if you, and it's Sunday, so relax if you feel that way too. But for the others that's grinding, trying to get it, I ain't got time to watch millionaires run around and make millions of dollars for 5-6 hours, fan. That's just me though.
Pick me.
I'm about to say, go ahead,
Entrepreneurs can't take a day off, Flaw.
They can't, Jay. I said for those
Tampa Bay was in it, you would have not said that shit at all. Cut your shit, Flaw. You want a nigga to read and watch the Super Bowl.
You can't say that. You really can't say that. It's about how I woke up feeling today. It's about what I experienced yesterday. Yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was in the Super Bowl last year, but just because I rooted for my team, that doesn't mean that I didn't think about, damn, I watch regular basketball on a Tuesday. Say, yo, fam, I'm really sitting here for 2.5 hours watching this shit. Like, I could be doing something else. That's how I think. Sometimes you could be obsessed. Sometimes you could be obsessed with it. Like, I have a hard time taking off on Saturday night. Like, I was on my computer till 10 o'clock at night watching videos on educating myself. I had to force myself. So this is real spill for me, not just the Super Bowl. Like, I really got to stop that shit.
I play the rollout music.
Nah, I get what you're saying, yo.
This nigga got a master class coming. Play the rollout.
Yeah, play the rollout music for yourself, nigga.
Shout out to you.
You ain't got the rollout button. Play it.
Nah, fuck these niggas, man.
Yo, dead ass. You ain't about to roll out.
Dead ass. That's a rollout for you.
What is this rollout for?
You got to do LLC coming or something.
That nigga got a whole entrepreneur master class.
It's coming.
It takes some real discipline to do that on a Saturday night while it's popping a little bit.
Yeah.
This gonna be the first nigga in history to do a master class with his shirt off on the stage.
Right.
Well, no, he ain't.
My nigga.
No, he ain't.
He is. All right, so far,
I
apologize.
gonna do one, nigga.
I take that back. I get what you're saying. I'm with you on that. I get what you're saying. Entrepreneurship, you gotta utilize all your hours in a day to bettering yourself and all of that shit.
Don't cut this shit, man. It's Super Bowl Sunday. What are we talking about?
No. But this is how you fucking tire yourself out, and this is how you overwork yourself. Nigga, take a day. I understand you might not be into the Super Bowl. You don't have a lady friend that you know what I mean. That so yeah, you have nothing but time. You have nothing but time.
Let him finish. I don't know where he's going.
You said that nigga ain't got no lady friend.
Because it's like the great one said, it's Valentine's Day, it's Super Bowl. It does take a lot of discipline to focus on your laptop computer and bettering yourself. I understand that, bro. Entrepreneurship, 366, 24/8.
So which one is it?
With you.
You just contradicted yourself.
But what he's saying is, all right, take time for yourself too, bro. And this weekend is kind of one of them times where you could have taken for yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you just program like, yo, stop. Like, I was watching, like, Golden State and the Lakers had one hell of a game last night. I'm watching other shit, like UFC was on. It was on, but at the same time, I'm still sitting here like, let me take some notes down. Like, my notepad in my iPhone got some beautiful notes last night, just because, you know, I couldn't turn it off.
Inspiration hits you at all times.
That's cool.
I applaud you, bro.
That's cool.
Hey, yo.
Anything to not have you go to Jamaica by yourself again is what I'm worried about.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. Man. I'm watching the fucking Super Bowl. What are we talking about? Please move on. What are we talking about?
I said is for those that are
we're watching the Super Bowl.
Cool. Enjoy the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't care.
Enjoy your notepad, nigga. Enjoy your notes while we watching the Super Bowl. Enjoy your notes, fam.
So with that being said, we also like to start the podcast off with our mental health, man.
I know, right? Hey, yo, don't talk to me with the pen in your hand. Put it down, fam. You're not teaching nobody. You seen him? Stop it. What are you doing? Yo, hold on. I gotta find a pen. This nigga's wilding. Why are you talking to us with a pen in your hand, fam?
Hey, man.
This nigga said, listen.
Yo, he's really dedicated to
what he said, though. He said his notepad in his phone got some dope notes, though, but he got a pen in his hand.
But he got a pen in his hand.
Listen.
Yo, he funny as hell.
Yo, Flo crazy.
Yo, it's hilarious, yo.
Yo, he don't be knowing he that's funny though. And this the problem.
No, I really didn't know what the hell was so funny about a pen in the hand.
Because it looked like you coaching, fam. That's what.
I just happened to grab. You know what I mean?
Are you life coaching right now, bro?
Yeah, like
masterclass coming
we just made a joke about you doing a masterclass. Then you go to talk about the Super Bowl with a pen in your hand.
What a coincidence, right? It's just the way shit goes, man.
You funny, man.
How's y'all mental health? How's y'all mental
It's very good now because that shit was funny.
Laughter heals, brother. I am great.
Yes.
I'm great, bro. And I really understand what you're talking about, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like feeling like you got idle time and shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I got some idle time. You know what I'm saying? My job paying for full tuitions for school and all kind of shit. So I'm thinking about letting them pay for my college now and you know what I'm saying? Also, I'm working on getting a family trust together and you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of things that I'm putting my mind towards too, but I had to take this weekend to take a step back from all that shit though, bro. You know
I was about to ask you, but what are you doing today? This steaks is marinating right now.
I'm about to say all y'all grown as hell. I'm watching the Super Bowl today.
I'm doing that too, bro.
Okay.
I'm doing that as well.
All right.
The bowl will be on. The bowl will be on.
I ain't gonna be motherfucking looking at index funds and shit while I'm doing it either though. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna watch the commercials. I'm gonna enjoy this halftime show because I care about this one this year, and that's what I mean.
Y'all really care about this halftime show?
I mean, it's
we'll talk about it later, but yeah.
We can get into that, man. Because I think it's all tied into one big party, man. Because mental health, Jay said, laughter heals, and so does good music, fam.
So my question is, Flo, how's your mental health, sir? How are you? I know you gave us a tidbit of it, but how are you mentally, bro?
Yeah, I got the images back this week too. Hold on. Yeah,
that boy grinding out here. How's business? How's the entrepreneur mental health? That's no joke. It sounded like a joke, but no joke. For real.
How is entrepreneurship is harder than I thought. It's a struggle, but it is what it is. You learn on the go. I think I'm more ready than I was before, but that's going to be every year. I'm hyped for that. You know what? I finally felt that I was free of obligations, if you will, that I feel like I put myself in. And I think to myself, like I'm single, right? Mm-hmm. That's no surprise. I mean, that's no secret. Yeah, right.
All right.
Hey, yo, Jay already said you did not have a lady friend for tomorrow. He already said that.
But
he already said that.
But mentally,
that we know of.
But mentally, I ain't gonna lie, fam. I was sitting here on Netflix watching Love at First Sight, I think, or one of them shows. And I'm watching these couples cheat the game by not really dating. They just get married, man. That's what they do. They just
from the rip. Yeah, from the rip.
They cheat the shit. So I'm like, okay, you're cheating, but it is what it is. And some of the questions and things they talk about be about like, yo, what do you want in a woman and what do you want and what do you see in yourself? And I'm like, yo, I can't really answer that shit. I don't know what I want in a woman. But you know what I always knew? You know what I always knew? Always knew I wanted to be a dope father. And I'm saying, you know what? And that's what I've been doing. Like my whole adult life is be a father. Yet you sit around, sometimes some of us go, damn, maybe I want a relationship. I need one. But if you ask yourself, what do you want in one? You don't know. But one thing you do know is I want to be a good father. So when I said I'm free, I freed myself from some shackles that really wasn't there. Because like loneliness comes from time to time. But what you're going to do with it if you get the opportunity to date a young lady? You get what I'm saying? So when I said I'm free, it's because you know what? That's like some weight off my shoulders, honestly. Like, you know what? if the time comes for me to do that, but I'm good doing what I'm doing. It's just sometimes you feel like you have to be in a relationship, and that's not for everybody. But that's me. So when Jay asked me how's my mental health, how I'm doing, I felt like some weight got lifted off my shoulders over the weekend. I feel good. Also, some beautiful, some wonderful music has helped me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it feels like 1993. I was saying that in the group chat. I was feeling good. Like Snoop Dogg actually dropped a fucking incredible project.
How about? But why Jarrell Rain on your parade was like, wait, what? You 10?
Yeah, you was like 10 years old in 93.
Yeah, but listen, I remember when Snoop Dogg dropped Doggy Style in 93. My mom's had it, and she played that bitch from front to back every day. So I remember that feeling.
Now,
it was just how Jarrell was just like
I was 10 though.
It. He was feeling it.
I'm old. That's
why.
But look, right.
Because for the people that's outside, it's different for the people that's,
So let me explain that though. Even though I was not the one buying none of the CDs,
we heard it.
MTV, bro, they forced G-Thang down your face, down like just in our brain. Like you didn't know what you was watching at the time. You did not. You just knew G-Thang was on. Like I said, coming up, the West Coast had it on lock. Death Row bought MTV, fam. All I saw was Nate Dogg, Warren G, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. That's all you saw.
My highlight was the titty flash playing when Shorty was playing volleyball.
That's what you remember. Yeah.
And the little nigga dancing.
Them dancing in the joint when the you know what I mean? The dancing, the G-Thang joint, all of that, fam. So that's what you remember. So listening to this Snoop Dogg album just gave me it did what music was supposed to do. It did what it did what music hasn't done for me.
The image for that, Jarrell?
In a while.
Yeah, I was about to say we not talked about the Snoop Dogg album yet, right? That's later. We was on the Super Bowl. We was done with the Super Bowl.
I was going to actually talk about the Super Bowl later. I was going to say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was going to say that for later. I don't know if we want to start off.
No problem. Start off with Snoop. Hold on.
We definitely, because I still got my predictions. I still got how I want things to go. I still got stuff I want to talk about with the bowl.
Well, we can talk about Snoop actually owning Death Row first. Then
that's exactly what I want to get to. Okay. All of that good stuff.
You heard what you just said?
Who?
On Death Row, nigga. Like that's crazy, bro. Like in the best way possible. Yeah, it's crazy.
Blew my mind. I did some Googles on what he asked on how it happened, what happened, and nothing has really come out about it, but for the simple fact that eventually, I don't know yet, but eventually he'll actually own all the projects that actually was on Death Row, including his album, which is something a lot of artists don't get. Like he's going to actually own Doggy Style.
He's going to own Doggy Style, yeah,
which is crazy.
We must protect Snoop at all costs,
right?
But they say that's why that said when he did that, when he got the ownership, he now owns his masters.
I don't think he does yet. Because I was reading it said that that's on the way. Because like I think he would have told us that if he did, fam. Like right now, just owning Death Row is a big feat. But when you get to own your Doggy Style, because listen, if I'm correct, he's going to get Doggy Style, Chronic, Tupac,
everything, bro. He's going to get all them.
Get everything.
What's the group name?
Dog
Pound, all them Dog Pound albums, Lady of Rage, all them shits. Nate Dogg joints.
I'd like to know. Obviously, this was in the works for a very long time. I'm confused about the Def Jam thing now. There,
he's still like what he is over there though. I don't think that has nothing to do with him owning Death Row.
Yeah,
I think that's like a conflict of interest. No,
it depends on who his parent label is though. Like who he got distributing. You know what I mean? Because if it's under like Universal or something, it could be. You know what I mean? But if he on Interscope or something again. You know what I mean?
I think with his Def Jam deal, it's his job to help the artist that's on that label. And I just personally don't think it has anything to do with him putting on for Death Row out in the West. Because if I'm him, I'm getting the young boys out West and I'm running Death Row like that. But Def Jam is...
Now see, but I understand that. But if you're the owner of Def Jam, you don't want the president of your company doing that. Why would you? Like you wouldn't care that the president, your company president, has his own label somewhere else?
So here's the thing. I don't think he had the same role as Jay-Z had when he was over there. Jay-Z was president, CEO, you feel me, with Def Jam. He's not that. He's like a senior executive of A&R or something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I thought Flaw said he was the president. Like he's the president of Def Jam.
He not. Eminem, old manager, is the president. What's his name? Paul Rosenberg. He the president of Def Jam.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Snoop Dogg might just be like some ears.
He would remember when JimJones got that position in Warner Brothers for that brief stint? He was like executive A&R or some shit like that. This is Snoop. This is the same position. He fucked with the artists. You know what I'm saying? Developed them and shit. He's what was missing in Def Jam, the artist development and shit.
Now, even if that is the case, Jarrell, and Snoop kept it under wraps that he was buying Death Row, and there had to be like a departure going somewhere. I mean, I'm back on Death Row. Like he lands on his feet either way.
Yeah. You know I'm not saying it's a bad thing for him, but for Def Jam, I'm saying if you're looking at it from the other side, like I wouldn't want my president to be the owner of another.
Because now you got influence,
conflict of interest.
Yeah, you got influence to have artists from Def Jam to come to Death Row and shit. You know what I mean,
if you wanted to, like, what's stopping him then? Especially if he has a voice in the building already.
Right.
It's weird. That's all.
Yeah,
but hopefully he can make it work.
He's the executive running under. Like he has a high position. I wouldn't just say of A&R. Like he has a very, very, very high position.
Yeah, they make it seem like he called shots over there.
What's his exact position? What did it say?
The executive role at Def Jam. That's all it says.
That's it.
So listen to this. I don't know if y'all seen the entire Benny the Butcher interview on Breakfast Club, but this is what he said.
I watched it.
Okay, so in a nutshell, that's Snoop's position. They offered Benny a deal. He didn't like it. Snoop hit him up, said, "Hey, why ain't you sign a deal? I ain't like the numbers, nephew." Oh, wait right there. So
if you own Def Jam, why would you have that same conversation with Benny?
Because I don't think
Death Row.
I don't think Death Row.
I mean, if he owns Death Row, if he owns Death Row now, why would you have that conversation with Benny? Goes differently, no?
No.
I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think Benny gonna sign to Death Row. I don't see that happening.
Why wouldn't?
The reason why I don't see that.
I don't see that, bro.
The reason why I don't see it.
I ain't saying it can't happen. I just don't see it.
Like I'm saying, if Snoop wanted to,
but I'm saying, because I'm saying this though. Death Row was still backed by Interscope, which is Jimmy Iovine. I don't know if this Death Row is backed by anything. It's just the name now. It's just
that's what I'm saying.
It's just Death Row Records, which makes it an independent label. And if Benny the Butcher wants a major push with major money, that's like Snoop giving him 1.5 million. Like, wait a minute, nephew, I just bought this. I don't got that to give you. Def Jam might, but Death Row isn't backed by.
Snoop got 1.5 million to give.
Well, he just put this album out under Death Row, so he got to be backed by somebody.
He got to be backed by somebody.
Right?
No, but I don't know yet, but we talked about this when it comes to our favorite artists putting out their own music on their own label. That just seems to be the thing now. And I was actually watching Papoose interview on Drink Champs, which is by far my favorite Drink Champ interview. I'm a huge fan of Papoose when he talks.
Yeah, he did his thing. I watched it.
Yeah, he was talking about how he put out the 12 albums in 1 year on his label and he gets all the money. So it's not about you putting out a project based on a major backing. It's just, I own Death Row, so when I put this out, I'm going to get all the money. That don't mean I got shit for Benny the Butcher or because he's looking for a certain number. That's what I'm saying.
Distributor is AMPED Distribution.
Who?
I
don't know.
Independent distributor.
Honestly, that don't mean nothing. I don't know most of the distribution deals, what the title is and how powerful they are and stuff. That don't mean anything.
But we do know that when Death Row was popping, they had Interscope behind them, and Interscope had somebody else behind them, so they had a lot of money. I'm just saying that. Yeah, they had a machine.
That company I just said was that AMPED is pretty much the machine. Like that's Death Row projects will come through them as the distributor. So how Rockefeller was Rockefeller, but they were distributed by Def Jam, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Def Jam had another
Def Jam had Universal or Sony or some shit.
Yeah, so Interscope, it was 91 to 97. Priority was 97 to 2003. Koch 2003, 2008, Entertainment 1, 08 to 2020. So now it's AMPED.
So that's the old Koch? Basically what you saying?
That's not Entertainment 1. Yeah, sound like unless Koch went to Entertainment 1, I know they changed their name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to all the names and stuff, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit anymore. Yeah, like, I don't know.
It's the old Koch, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
It's who's distributing it.
Yeah.
So Flaw, pretty much, you know how you had the podcast network?
Yeah.
You're the distributor.
Mm-hmm.
Barz and Shotz,
It's all under Audio
Podcast
Fam
Brothers,
Network,
Not Safe for Work. All the other podcasts under you were quote unquote Death Row, Rockefeller, shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't think Snoop needs, Snoop is Snoop.
yeah,
I think
our artists.
like whatever artist that comes under Snoop, they will have proper backing. And Snoop Dogg. Like,
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
yeah, they'll be good.
I'll
that's what I'm
Snoop.
saying. Like Benny signed to Death Row. Don't get me wrong, because he's not a West Coast artist. But if Snoop wanted to change things, and if he has powers in both buildings, then yes, he can manipulate some shit if he wanted to. I don't see why people don't think he couldn't.
Because of what Benny the Butcher said Def Jam could give him. Like, okay, so a Death Row deal for Benny the Butcher, cool. But what Benny was saying was it's for his artists. And like you said before, Jarrell, it's like he's doing this for his other artists. So
yeah, I know. I guess my thing is we shouldn't assume that Snoop can't do the same thing Def Jam can right now.
we would have to know. We
Yeah,
should
that's a
not
fact.
assume negative. But what I'm saying is
Def
at least
Jam
let
ain't
us
what it
know
was.
who's backing Death Row. Because if it's just Snoop Dogg and Death Row, I'm just saying there would be no point because it would be like an independent label. And
Who
he's
backing
already
Def Jam
on
right now?
Griselda Records. Like he's already on Griselda Records. You get what I'm saying? Like he's already independent. If Death
Universal
Row
Music.
isn't the same Death Row from the 90s, it's just an independent label right now. And he's just happy to own the old projects. I don't know what it's going to mean going forward. Death Row's money is really in the old work, not in tomorrow's work, to me. That's just my opinion.
Until he signs newer artists and stuff.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
very true. That makes sense. And plus, this album that he just dropped is on here.
Yeah,
So I guess we should see how big his machine is, depending on how big this album is, because this album is good. Like we didn't talk about the album yet, but we're going to. This was a great album.
yeah.
He's
no,
like-
I'm here.
I'm
That was a
here.
great
I'm back.
album.
I'm back. Yeah, the second best album. That and once again, those are things that are mine, fam. When I said we back in 90, Snoop Dogg just basically dropped his second best project on there 20 years later. What, 93, 92, 93?
30.
30 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fam.
nigga, y'all old. Man.
Yeah.
30 years.
Welcome. Y'all
Damn
old
near.
too.
Damn. 30
Welcome.
years.
Y'all old. Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
38. So
Yeah,
that
if y'all remember when Doggy Style dropped, nigga, that was 30. That was almost 30 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
remember. I was
crazy.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, so he drops his second best project, and this moves the Dogfather the third, and I think anything else he puts on this label will move Dogfather down. It just is what it is.
I'm guessing you did not like Dogfather. I'm
Dogfather's
guessing Dogfather was not one of your
Dogfather,
favorites.
nah.
Dogfather's going to drop in ranking every time he puts out a Snoop
Every time
Dogg
he put out something, yo,
You
stop
mean
it.
you mean albums on Death Row or
albums
albums
on Death
period?
Row.
Okay.
No. Like just period. Like, well, first off, Dogfather might really be his worst project, period. But on Death Row, it's same thing. And anything else he puts out is going to be way better than Dogfather, just based on what's happening now. Dogfather has some shit that came with it. Y'all know I don't make excuses for artists, but the truth is the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Tupac
It
was-
wasn't Dogfather wasn't supposed to sound like
It
that.
wasn't supposed to be that. Yeah.
he just beat Trial. Dre left. Pac here taking all the hot beats. Snoop don't care. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, Snoop put something out because we need you to fulfill the obligation, fam. Like
Yeah.
he didn't get no help from nobody, man.
Right.
But
Check the artwork out.
back on Death Row, yes, fam. I didn't even notice that he was sitting in the chair. Like Ant, the one that said, yo, he on Death Row again. I said, word?
Yep.
So that's what the initials mean for an album. Oh, now I see the chair. I'm already grooving to the music. I feel tremendous. And like I said, you want to ask me how my mental health is? You should have
I
asked me
feel
before.
tremendous.
You should have asked me before I heard this project. I'm hyped. And like I said in the group, let me run it down. Even though Nas dropped Magic on Christmas, still feels like this year. We got Magic. We got Pusha with the him and Kanye with the Biggie and Puff video tribute. We got Snoop. We got new music from Redman coming. We got a Mary J Blige album, which we're gonna talk about too. It feels like we got the Super Bowl coming with Dr. Dre.
That's true.
And he just released that 6-pack from the GTA soundtrack. He just released it on the
Finally got it.
DSPs.
Yep.
Fam, what are we doing here? This is what music is supposed to feel like.
Well, I mean, I told you
Like a
before.
great
That,
year.
I mean, I told you before that people don't ever lose it, man. Like, especially rappers. I think it's all about production. Like, if you're Nas is a perfect example. He found Hit Boy and dropped 3 projects that's probably going to be in his top 5.
Word is life. That's crazy.
Think about
That's crazy.
And it's about timing, fam. Like, what's the honestly, Jay, don't answer this. What's the difference between Illmatic and Magic? Like, it might be the timing, but when you talk about a body of work,
the production.
I didn't hear it, and I know it's a production.
But when we talk about Nas and his bag, like Jarrell said, like 2 weeks ago,
he'll never know how to stop rapping. Like he'll never not know how to rap. Yo.
It was written. He went into a storytelling bag.
Right.
Magic, he went back into them. I'm just going to rap over these shits.
Right.
So that's what I mean about Illmatic. Like he went back. Like we didn't hear this Nas since '93 or '94, whenever Illmatic dropped. So.
It's the music, bro.
This might be a stretch. This might be a reach, but
I expect the answer. Go ahead, though.
Niggas had 2 years to sit. You get what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Also,
niggas had 2 whole years to sit. Nobody.
If something
really
forces you
music.
to sit, if something forces you to sit down, just like Flaw said, like when you talk about like if you cut the game off. And it forces you to actually think about other stuff, like how to improve your business or whatever. It's almost like the same thing. Like these niggas had to stay in the house for damn near 2 years without doing shows. Creatively, if you're just stuck in the studio, you can't go out to clubs. You know, Nas, Hit Boy went in, obviously, these past 2 years. He went nuts because he still got stuff coming out.
Right.
And you know what? I'm going to give, I said last week or the week before that Nas and Hit Boy kind of started a trend, not this trend, but a trend when it came down to, damn, we can actually win a Grammy off this. I seen a video with Hit Boy, right? And he said he got nominated for bigger records like Sicko Mode with Travis Scott didn't win, but he won with Nipsey. He said this wasn't even the bigger record, but he won. So he started to understand the politics. So I'm saying when Nas and Hit Boy win, you go, oh shit, this wasn't the most popular record album of the year, but you still win. So it's the politics. I'm saying I'm giving Hit Boy so many flowers right now. It's because I'm listening to the connect. So now him and Nas is working. Don't get me wrong. Hit Boy, the first time I heard about Hit Boy was when he did the verses with the other producers. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know.
You didn't know who Hit Boy was?
I did not know Hit Boy produced Niggas in Paris. I did not know Hit Boy produced anything before then. I just didn't know. My introduction to Hit Boy was the Nas and all of that and the Nipsey Hussle. But now listen to the music that's been coming out for me. Jarrell and Ant and Jay, y'all might know more than me about this, but it started with the King's Disease for me.
So when he got that, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to cut you off. But when he got that verses, you was probably like, why the hell he got verses then?
I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. That was it. I didn't even watch it. I just know about it. Joe Button was talking about it.
That was from the era of when producers weren't, not say were kept on a hush, but where it wasn't like the process wasn't out in the open as it is now.
And when you produce it behind Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do your research, you're going to think Kanye did everything.
Absolutely.
You ain't on that ledge alone.
Just like when Kanye used to produce for D-Dot. Same shit.
I didn't know who Hit Boy was, really. I heard his name a bunch of times until, like you said, bitch, the Nas joint came out, and then Burden of Proof came out. I'm like, who is this? I mean, this nigga Hit Boy.
And to Flaw's point, that's where, I've thought about bettering, my craft and my business to unfollow a whole bunch of nonsense on social media and follow more, music producers and all of that. Because again, I didn't know who Hit Boy was. And like, I didn't do the research. I stopped doing the research. I had a mindset of by listening to other producers and DJs, you start to sound like other producers and DJs where you have to take those techniques. You have to take those certain things and take the master classes, watch the master classes. Like I told y'all before, I took Timberland shit. You get what I'm saying? And then in Timberland's master class, Tim is behind the MPC machine. That's it. He got a nigga in front of the keyboards. He got another nigga in front of another joint. So he'll do something, pause if applicable, with his mouth in the studio.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, he makes it. Yeah, he beatbox.
That's
Biggest
how
balls
that's how he
2022.
produced.
Hey, yo, you immature for laughing at that.
Yeah,
too, Flo.
yeah, he funny as hell.
Yo, he crack it up too. Like
That's for the listeners, man. That's for the
Do
listeners. That
something
wasn't
with your
even for
mouth,
us.
fam.
That was for
It's never going to come out right. It's just
But-
never just
never
not
gonna come out
it never
right.
does. But
Pause that too, Nick.
yeah, but so it's like there's always help. Now that it's okay to put it out there that all right, there's always help. Now we know, the hip, like you said, anything Hit Boy done under his umbrella of Kanye, you don't know what that agreement was. Probably that's why they had a falling out. It's just like you're not supposed to be known. I did this or we did this, but I'm Kanye, so.
But look at it now, though. Because once again, I was like, give Hit Boy his flowers. So now you got the Nas project. Burden of Proof was already coming out. I'm not going to say that had anything to do with it. But when you drop King's Disease and Burden of Proof, people go, woo, this guy's on fire. Now him and Nas is like Eric and Parrish. They said it themselves. You know what I'm saying? They 1 and 2. So now when Big Sean drops an EP and Hit Boy is producing it, you get some vocals from Nas. Benny the Butcher says he got a song with Nas that wasn't released. Snoop Dogg, Hit Boy's all over this project.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
got a hook from Nas. You got a hook from Nas. Game coming out with a project, all Hit Boy. Kanye West is now again working with Hit Boy. I'm giving Hit Boy his flowers for bringing all of this together. Honestly, I'm giving him
that Nas those Nas projects has put Hit Boy on the top tier level. Now it's again, who's the next producer? That's what I want to know.
Nah, this Hit Boy time
we
right
wouldn't
now.
know that.
I'm not looking for no new producer.
Yeah, let him get his time. I mean,
Yeah,
And
like
plus, we wouldn't know that.
But that's the whole thing. There's enough space. There's enough room.
But this
This
is how it used to be, though, bro.
I don't
He's
like
a super
how it used
producer
to
now.
be. I don't like how it
I'm
used to
talking
be.
about you, super producer. You know what I'm saying? He is a super producer now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But I'm saying, who's the
from
next
that era?
duo? Who's the next duo? Is Alchemist coming back? Is Havoc coming back? You get what I'm saying? Havoc
Alchemist
just did the
never
project.
left.
Not
Havoc
never
is
left,
still
but-
here.
No. What I mean by Havoc has always been here, but Havoc has been in the news
He got a
with
joint
Styles.
right
That's
now,
what I'm saying. So now Styles, what's the next one? Niggas had 2 years of sitting. I'm
Here's
pretty
my
sure
thing, though,
niggas
Jay.
was cooking.
I guess what I'm saying, because Alchemist and Currency got something coming out, and Alchemist got like 2-3 projects like every year with artists, right?
Right.
Havoc, yeah, he just dropped something with Styles P, but we know what's that Havoc's been going through. He got something coming with Method Man. It's what I'm saying to you is when Hit Boy hooked up with Nas, we all thought that was a one and done because Nas don't work like that.
Yeah.
So when we see Hit Boy, so when we see Nas come out with the King's Disease 2, then Magic, and then now Hit Boy is connecting all of these pieces, and he from the West Coast, linking with everybody. Is what energy, like what is maybe Alchemist is happy doing what he's doing, is my point. Because
I think Jay, to answer your question, I don't know. You would kind of have to try to guess who the rapper is, not the producer, because you're only going to listen to it depending on who the rapper is.
Right.
Like I said, Alchemist never left. Like people were shocked that the Alchemist and Freddie joint was nominated. I wasn't shocked because I listened to the shit. He had like 3 of them with Bodie James last year. He has another one with Currency coming out, but he's already had joints with Currency, like whole albums.
Right.
It's just the rap. These rappers aren't popular, so you would think that Alchemist left, and he didn't. So I think Alchemist would have to have like a Jay-Z or somebody else high in order for people to care about that part again. Like who's the next duo?
Because niggas not checking for this style of rap anymore, too. You know what I'm saying? Like they not playing the style of rap popping either. I mean, sonically,
Coming back.
and also
Hopefully.
Alchemist might be sending beats to your favorite artist. They might not be taking them, or they might not be in. We don't know the politics of producing. So that's why when you ask who's next, man, we won't know until they get here.
And plus, the rappers that we like, you got to think about it, fellas. We're old. The rappers that we like aren't the popular ones.
Right. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah.
They're not the popular ones, yo. Like, I don't care. Like, if Alchemist came out with a little baby,
yeah, we're not going to be here for it.
that shit would be huge, but we probably would not be here for it.
I would want to hear that.
You would want, I'm gonna hear it.
No,
I'm gonna hear it, but it's not like it's not Alchemist and Freddie.
And let's keep it a buck, though, Jay.
Hell no.
Let's keep it a buck, though, Jay. Hit Boy made Magic. Hit Boy and Scott Storch is like in the same bag, right? They made Magic and they was behind a super producer, but people still knew who they were, right? So we got to find possibly that hitting gem, and so that other rappers can latch on to him. But if you Jay-Z, like you want to come out with a project this year, you're not. Are you looking for up and coming producers? You're not. you're gonna stick with your bread and butter. So it's hard for you to get that shot. Now that's like saying like Jay-Z could have pulled Hit Boy to the side because he knew who he was. New to a lot of us, but Jay knew who he was. Only those artists would really know who's really been ghost producing and give him a shot.
I didn't mean like up and coming producers. I meant those producers who've been in the shadows. Yeah, that's been in the shadows. Like you said, that's been behind the super producers, but the industry knows who they are. That's what I meant by that.
To me, I think it's always looked over, but the No ID Jay-Z 444 shit was huge for me because I liked him as a producer before that. But he's not like one of these household name producers like Timbaland or the Neptunes or something, but he's just as good. So a lot of people kind of looked over that fact that say if Jay-Z would have dropped 2 more with No ID.
Yeah.
It would be something like that.
It would have been Hit Boy and Nas. Would have been.
Yeah, right. It would have been something crazy. I guess it's Jay-Z. He's not dropping a trilogy with just one producer. That's not his.
So did y'all hear the album?
Not his style.
I listened to the whole album.
The Snoop Dogg album?
What y'all think?
This shit was fire. What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, man. Hey, one of us didn't answer. So I mean,
I didn't hear it yet.
Okay, yes.
I've been on my niggas February, nigga.
What that mean?
What that mean?
I've been on my R&B shit.
Yeah, that's every month, Jay, for you.
Yeah, I'm on my R&B shit too, but I listen to this though.
I like because as soon as I seen that Mary J drop, when I started to listen to that, and then I just got distracted. And when I'm in the car with the girls, they've been on this Michael Jackson kick, so it's been Jackson.
I love it. I love it.
And plus, this album did just drop 2 days ago.
2 days, 3 days.
Yeah. Next week, though, please listen to it by next week.
I've been on my Janet Jackson shit too. I don't know what got into me.
I went back to Janet. I definitely went back to Janet.
Like, shout out to DJ Westwood. He gave me an idea doing a Janet blend. Janet over no guidance.
Okay.
Let's wait a while over no guidance. So
Janet, woo.
Okay, don't give people the sauce. Don't give people the sauce. You just gotta play.
You just gotta give it out to them.
Don't tell everybody.
We put it out already. We ain't finished it because we ain't recorded. It's just gonna be a live thing. Like I'm gonna do a live tonight. But it's like you said, it's getting.
What time?
What have you done for me?
No, I'm DJing tonight.
Are you going live while you DJ though?
Nah, we're just gonna get snipped.
On OnlyFans and charge niggas, man.
But I'm gonna definitely check out the album, both of them.
So while we here, we can mix them both in. Mary J Blige album.
Well, so before we get off the Snoop, I want to give some props to Battle Cat too. We gave props to
Battle Cat.
Battle Cat did most of this, and he is nasty still.
Yo, the joint with him and Nate Dogg and somebody else was bitch. I think Battle Cat produced that one. That's fire.
And when I said about production is everything, like he got, I'm looking at it now. Bink, he got High Tech is on here. Battle Cat, Hit Boy, like production is key, man. Like that. Snoop been putting out albums.
So wait a minute. Before we move on from Snoop, I'm glad we don't know the answer to this. At least I don't. Now that he owns Def Jam, because you reminded me of the Nate Dogg feature, does he get like he has access probably to vocals that's never been heard before?
I would think so. I would think so.
Yeah,
we getting a Nate Dogg joint.
Yeah, right. Like a Nate Dogg. All of a sudden, he could have been used a Nate Dogg feature. He could have been used that.
I don't know, but
Dr. Dre dropped some music on YouTube with the Nate Dogg feature on it not too long ago and shit.
But remember, you have to remember, we said that he got the name, but that does not mean he got the catalog yet.
Yeah, we don't know about the catalog yet.
So I have no idea what he has. Right. He just has Def Jam, and Def Row, and that's
that
it.
Nate Dogg joint, go man. I'm trying to tell you.
Speaking of independent and own shit, Mary J Blige Productions. I looked it up. Yeah, on her own shit, Mary J Blige drops the new album, Good Morning Gorgeous. I seen it. I'm thinking it's a single. I ain't thinking nothing of it because I'm on my Snoop shit. Then Jay sends it to the group. I said, oh, this is a whole album? Let me go check it out. And boy, oh boy, I'm glad Mary J took this direction. A lot of people thought she was coming out with some I'm bitter and I hate men shit, and she didn't.
Why would an album like Good Morning Beautiful, or I wouldn't think so. Man.
Well, we didn't know what that
Gorgeous
was drop, or Good Morning Gorgeous.
I wouldn't think it's some bitter shit. I mean,
well, the energy, because when her and Keanu, I think that's his name, whatever his name is,
the dude she divorced.
Yeah, the guy she divorced. Everybody said, "Oh, Mary back." That's what the conversation was for the last 2 years.
Super toxic, yo. Oh my god.
But that's what people were saying. They say, "Oh, Mary about to drop that in my life." 3
super toxic, yo. Like,
yo, hold on though, and we already talked about this. R&B is just better when it's negative.
Nah, you right though, but come on,
fuck
man.
them love songs, Sam. I'm sorry. Like,
listen,
we gotta stop acting like we like the love songs like that, bro.
Listen, with those good love songs really comes like real pain and real toxicity and real hurt and shit. You feel me? Like my life album. What's her best album? My Life, right? You know what came with that album? You feel me?
Heartbreaking pain,
and drugs and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't want people to go in them type of demons.
Or do we? Because of the album.
I'm selfish. The fuck we do.
At 50-something years old, bro. You should have this shit figured out.
I'm selfish.
Bro. Like,
nah. I'm selfish.
It's that Jasmine Sullivan album was fucking great. That bitch, I mean, not that.
Morning, Georgia.
She went down a lane that needed to go down, and I don't even know if that makes sense.
But to piggyback off, To piggyback off Ant's point, is she's 50, and
she looks good.
She looks great. But but listen to the project. When you wake up, and this is for anybody that's dealing with self, you know what I mean? You know, you're looking at yourself, you don't feel as great as everybody say you look. You got to look in that mirror and say, "Good morning, gorgeous," without the makeup. Right. So I said, "Okay, Auntie Mary, I see what direction you're going in. Like, you're empowering women to feel beautiful about themselves, regardless of the breakup or anything you got going on." So she kind of went in a direction that I think is smart. Just uplifting women in a sense that I didn't hear no real male bashing in this, but then I'm like I said, I'm glad she didn't take that direction. It would have been fire.
This Mary J Blige, bro.
It probably would have been fire, bro.
The queen of hip hop and R&B soul.
At 50,
I know
50s, I don't want to hear. I ain't no more drama and shit. Like this. You said that already, like 20 years ago. Bitch, we know. You know what I'm saying? You didn't learn the lesson you tried to teach us. Like, come on, like.
At 50, I don't want to hear no more drama. You said it already. Oh, so you're back in the drama, huh? You're not even listening to your own self.
That's true.
That's true.
Can't argue that. I can't argue.
So yeah, the direction. Hey, listen, the song that I've had on repeat, "Come and See Me" or "Come Home," one of that record, that the "Come Home" joint, "Come See Me," that's my shit. It's on repeat.
I think be honest, bro.
Talk to me. Wasn't feeling it.
Some of these records, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can hear other people singing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Mary records, like.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, this I think it was dope just because, you know, you got to think about where she is in life and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's Mary, like, but
yeah, just like sonically, this wasn't one of her best albums to me. Though. I don't think.
Like, I don't think so.
It's not like top 5 Mary. I don't think.
I'm telling you, all these artists are at the age where they just gonna release music. They don't
They
care.
should.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not shitting on the album, bro.
Though.
It's
I'm not
coming
shitting
out.
on the album. I'm hearing a lot of Beyonce cadences in this album. You know what I'm saying? Like on certain records. You know what I'm saying?
It's a couple joints that she's trying to sound, you know,
younger.
Yeah, you could tell. 5-year Florence
with the flow and shit.
Like yeah, you could tell. Like Mary was like drill singing in one.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got the drill going on, which is nothing wrong with.
You can experiment.
You got to keep up with the trends to be.
Listen, I'm not knocking it up.
I'm not knocking it either.
So I guess that's the downside of not having a Hit Boy. See what I'm saying? Like, or Puff still there or something, because we don't know who she listened to. We just saw her in Khaled. So if we going off that, we know Khaled was in her ear like, "Now you need some young blood on this album." Don't know if that's what happened with the whole project, but obviously somebody told her that. Like, I'm not saying like Dave East, she's not thinking about, damn, Dave East is down hot on this.
Hold up, but listen, time out, though. Hold on, time out. No. Number one, she introduced the locks to Puffy, nigga. So
hold on, though.
I guarantee you.
I'm saying though, that makes sense, right? Because they from Yonkers or whatever, and she knows of them. But Mary writing a song, and she be like, "Yo, I think I need Dave on this." That's nuts. Like, that's not happening.
I'm not saying she personally said. I mean, I need this nigga on there, but I guarantee she know who that nigga is. Like,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna do that.
That's probably because he played meth on the whoosh.
He watching the movie.
She don't know no Dave songs.
Listen,
y'all.
Listen.
I don't even know no Dave songs. Nigga, like,
why not? Mary J. Blige, no Dave songs.
I don't know not one Dave E song, bro.
But hold up. But why not?
That's her point.
Like,
why not?
Why
what?
Not, though? Like, why?
Why she don't know no Dave songs?
Right.
Yeah, well, why are you asking us that?
Because
Because
we already talked about that. Nobody know Dave songs but Dave fans. Like Def Jam dropped the ball on Dave East like every album he came out with.
Yo, remember when they put the
nobody knows him.
Right, but I understand. Like, so yes, somebody probably was in the studio. Shit's tossed around all the time. So yeah, like yo, you know who. We do that, or I do that when I listen. I'm like, yo, somebody such and such sound dope on this. Like, they should have had such and such. So I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. Like the producer or the engineer, record Mary, record Dave, record all these people. It's like, yo, come do this verse right quick. Everything can always be deleted. You get what
that's not what we saying. You're saying the engineer and the producer. Yes, that's what we saying. We're saying Mary didn't call Dave.
Yeah, Mary didn't pick Dave. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Whoever produced it probably picked Dave.
Why Mary ain't pick Dave, bro? Why y'all
because don't nobody know Dave.
Don't do Dave
like that. Dave fans.
You're not allowed to do that.
Don't do Dave East like that. That nigga been on the internet. He been with JimJones. He been with Mano.
Fam, don't nobody know Dave songs, fam. I'm sorry. Right now. We got to stop it because his last album was dope and nobody gave a fuck because of who. Like nobody cared because
shout out to Trenton Zone, Cino, Splash Life had Dave East in a sweatshirt.
Shout out to all of that.
Yeah, shout out to all them niggas.
Why would Mary J. Blige?
They know Dave.
Yeah, they know Dave. But listen, Mary J. Blige is fresh off the Power set, my guy. We talking about this out Monet.
The only reason she know Dave because he played her with one of her. He played the real character, one of her fucking co-stars on Power.
So Meth Pie was like, "Yo,
this the dude
shun,
that played me,
my little shun.
Listen to him." That's it.
They was on a set of Power. They was on a set of Power. Method Man was watching the Woo doc. Mary said, "What the fuck is this?
Who is that?
Who's that? Oh, that's ABC playing me.
He playing me. He got an album. Maybe we should listen to it.
Be familiar with him. Nas little man
on Dave East right now.
I'm just saying, it is not a single. Yo, we gotta think about Mary in her 50s, fam. Ain't no 50-year-old women know Dave unless they like the way he look. They don't know none of his songs.
Niggas giving Dave all type of underlying bars right now. Like,
man, Def Jam gave Dave underlying bars, nigga. Tell Def Jam to like Dave if I gotta like Dave.
That's some bullshit. Yo, they say she's better off on that piff. Y'all niggas the ill.
Yo, shout out to Mary with this album though, bro. Like,
yes. I love this album, fam.
I'm feeling this album. It's just, you know what I mean?
And maybe I'm just happy. Maybe I'm just happy that she did come back. Like, I'm huge on comeback stories, fam. No, this is not her best project. Probably not even top 5. Like, Share My World, all that shit. The 411, I get it. But when you 50 and you make a comeback, which is why we like the Nas projects, which is why we like, damn, Method Man and Havoc sound like that. You sound like that at 50, Meth?
We're old, fam. These are the people that we grew up on. That's why we want them to come back. Yes.
Let's stop putting age on it, please.
Why not?
A 20-something-year-old do not give a fuck about this album, Jay. They do not care about Mary comeback, fam.
Floor like she 50 and she came back. Like, come on, man, it's Mary.
Bro, she hasn't made an album. She hasn't made an album since the breakup, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's like if Janet dropped something. Janet, remember when Mike passed away, which is now like 10, 15 years ago, and she was working on a tribute album and never released. She even went and got She even went and got her old producers, and she never dropped it. If she dropped something now, right, then you would know that, damn, something's going on in her life. She's like free.
Think real quick how many R&B songstress after 50 drop albums. Think about it.
That's true, though, too. That's true.
Anita Baker ain't drop a lot. She ain't dropping no more.
Think about it. After 50...
You're right. I'm sorry.
Royalties, nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, after 50,
Vegas residency,
the fact that she even dropped this shit is phenomenal. Like,
and she looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
50.
Yeah, we didn't want to talk about we didn't want to talk about that. That's
plus
little,
that.
You know. I know it's all men on this podcast, so we got to talk about the way she But yes, Mary is still bad. Yes.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yes, that's not going anywhere.
And she's at the age where you really don't want to mess with that. She's 50. She's turning you out. Like, she's doing wild things, and I don't want no parts of it.
And she rich. Like,
let's shout out some of this. We shouted out the producers. Like I said, his production is key. Cool and Dre did a lot of this album. Anderson .Paak did a couple joints. Like, even the song, I think the song that you said that was your favorite song, the Come See About Me. I think Cool and Dre did that. I
like Cool and Dre production. I really do. I don't know what it is. I like Cool and Dre production.
Her did a couple joints on here. So listen, right? Listen to what Jarrell's saying. Her, Cool and Dre,
We know DJ Khaled did
Anderson .Paak
something.
did a couple.
Anderson .Paak. What is the connection to Dave East? We don't got to continue this. But anyways,
them shits is joint. The Anderson
don't gotta
.Paak joint
continue this.
fire, bro.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. The joint that Dave East did
was produced by D-Ma.
And that was fire. And I like it.
Oh, it's fire. It's fire. Well, I think the conversation started from people. We were saying that she was sounding a little. She was trying to sound young, sound different, and I think that's the somebody was in her ears. But I'm saying.
I mean, the joint with Fabio Foreign kind of proves that, right? And I don't know if try to piggyback off that. Did y'all hear his new single?
No.
I don't think Fabio. I don't know what Fabio up to.
Well, you need to because
I
Fabio
probably
Foreign,
did yesterday.
He dropped the song where Alicia Keys and Kanye West dropped his second post breakup verse, and that shit is fire. Not gonna lie.
Two things about this though.
It's very dope.
And I'm coming to the party of I'm ready to just I'm tired of yay. Number two, I'm gonna elaborate more on that. Number two, the Fabio kid. Is he like the legend killer in a sense? Because when he did a song with Nas, people said, I hate that record. Why do a song with Fabio? Now they're saying Mary J. Blige. Why you do a song with Fabio? Is he going to be that guy?
Fabio is
Jarrell's favorite word, nigga. We old.
Yeah. Fabio is in the position to basically be the king of New York coming up. Like he's that dude. He's coming up out of New York.
So we got to protect him because
all
the next ones up from New York die. So we got to protect him.
And when you hear this song, the shit with Alicia Keys, it's called "City of God." You're gonna understand why.
Well, I'm not.
It's going to be the song in that city for all this year.
I'm glad you said that, but I'm just saying, like, whenever he hooked up with A Legend of Ours, it was like, damn, why'd you do that? It's not my favorite record on that track. That's just
we old as hell. We don't like him.
But
you old as hell, bro. We just
and then it's usually a drill beat, so that's why people say they don't like it.
Yeah, and this one is not a drill beat, so that's why he changed it up. He basically did drill to Alicia Keys sample, and shit is crazy. You'll hear it.
Now, and that's the new wave. That's the new wave now. So they're doing 90s R&B, turning it into drill. So they're sampling it, and then they're turning it into drill joint.
It's so whack, yo.
Well, speaking of that, I don't want to get away from the topics at hand, but save that thought though, Jay, because the Snoop Dogg and the Mary J. Blige and the Dr. Dre situation can all be one big super duper hole. Where's my button at? Rollout for us. We got the Super Bowl happening in a few hours.
I already told you that this Mary is the greatest. It has to be one of the greatest rollouts ever. You got to think about it. She just wrapped up Power. It
Snoop
just literally wrapped up 2 weeks ago.
I think Snoop's is though. Snoop's shit is bigger than Mary's, if not on par. I think it might be equal.
Because he bought Def Jam. That is huge.
He bought Death Row, bro.
I mean Death Row. Yeah, he bought Death Row.
Put an album out on Death Row and about to perform at the Super Bowl, bro. That's huge.
So two things can be true in the sense that
Right.
Snoop Dogg is going to perform old catalog. That's what you're supposed to do. Nobody want to hear your new shit, even though it's fire, which is going to bring attention to the catalog that you own eventually. Right. Mary J. Blige is probably not going to get as much money, as much as what Snoop is going to get because her catalog is probably owned by somebody else. Like I say, when you do Mary J. Blige Productions and your new projects is on your own joint, it's going to send some fans this way. So she's going to get all the bread for this project right here. Kind of like what Pat Poose was saying. Like when you go independent and you have a distributor put it out for you, man, you're gonna get most of that bread back. So this is like it works for both of them to me.
So she said they asked her, did she get paid for the Super Bowl this year? She said no.
But that's every Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get paid for the Super Bowl.
And then
no artists get paid for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no artist ever got.
She like, the eyes that's on me off the Super Bowl alone is gonna pay me. So even they want to give me a bag, I'm
it's the
cool.
Same thing with the Grammys and shit. They don't pay motherfuckers to perform at the Grammys. Like it's supposed to be just a good look.
Both rollouts is crazy. Even Dr. Dre rollout is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy.
Divorce rollout,
Divorce. You know what I mean? Dropping these 6-pack and shit. Now it's on DSPs and you headlining the Super Bowl, bro, in Los Angeles. Like
they did this very, very well. And the only one who really isn't capitalizing off of it, to me, seems like is M. Because Kendrick at least has a album, coming out and people, anticipating it. What is M like? M isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's definitely okay. Yes, he's definitely all right. Yes, I'm just saying compared to everybody else that's going to be on stage, everybody has something else going on. Because 50 even going to probably be there.
Yeah,
and we know what he got going on. So
we might get some surprises. Yeah.
Yeah, when you mention M, one thing that I'll say is I appreciate his loyalty to Dre, because when you say he's got nothing going on, when you look at it, okay, you're going to come to the Super Bowl and perform for free, and I'm gonna put your name out there for Verzuz. Like, you're gonna do all of this for me because
right.
So I like the loyalty that.
Now he froze. But if you Eminem, bitch, you better stay loyal, nigga.
I would hope so. He doesn't. I guess he's made so much money he doesn't technically have to now. But I think that's just his MO. He's always been. He has this. Eminem had the same friends he came in the industry with that he got now.
If I'm Eminem, bro, every dollar I see on my account, bitch, it's not a Ben Franklin face. It's Dr. Dre face, nigga. Like, he made me this money, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, I gotta be loyal and pay homage.
That's why 50. I don't know if you noticed, but that's why 50 don't ever say anything negatively about either one of them niggas.
Right. They had a falling out though. Him and Dre had
Dre and 50. He won't say nothing negative about.
He didn't say nothing to him though about him. We gotta think about who we talking to.
No, he didn't.
Who we talking about? I mean, 50 would have tore his ass up if he didn't have that type of relationship with him.
He didn't troll him at all. Like at
all.
Yeah.
It was 50 versus Jimmy Iovine.
Same thing.
So yeah.
What's different?
He ain't say nothing to him either, though. Really?
Yeah, he better not say nothing to Jimmy Iovine.
He's got wild records about Jimmy Iovine.
Man, that ain't the same, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about like social media. Fuck Jimmy Iovine. Fuck this. Fuck that. Jimmy wear a dress. You know, different shit 50 would have said he did not say about him that he could have. Nigga cracked on Floyd for not being able to read. You think he can't say anything about Jimmy Iovine? He never has for a reason.
That's not the same sandwich, though.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I think the Jimmy Iovine thing came like a few years before.
Floyd can't write
the thing, right? 50 was mad at Interscope for not pushing his. Like, he's mad he lost to Kanye, and he thinks
that's like 20 years ago.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's what happened, though. He's right, though. He's right, though. He lost the Kanye.
But Kanye was a fucking monster though. Like, he was supposed to lose to Kanye.
This 50 Cent
is off the massacre. He wasn't supposed to lose to Kanye, fam. Kanye never sold 1 million in a week until he beat 50. So when you think,
and then Jesus Walks came out, and none of that shit matters.
No, Jesus Walks
out. Jesus Graduation versus Curtis.
Yeah, Jesus Walks is 2 albums before. 50 last album did 1 million in a week. Kanye did like 500 in a week. If I'm 50, I'm thinking I'm the one that sells 1 million in a week, not you. And then Kanye West winds up doing it, and I wind up selling 6. Like, why didn't y'all have my back? Because I'm the monster.
The Graduation album.
First of all, it was the records, bro. Like,
the one with Power on it and all that.
Think of the records that can't have dropped.
51's supposed to beat that, fam. I'm sorry.
Just can't tell me nothing.
He's not supposed to beat that.
Flashing lights. Like,
if I'm
the Graduation,
how you beating that? How you beating that?
You're not beating that. That's what I'm saying.
I get money. Amusement park.
I understand what y'all saying, but Kanye's second album is better than 50's second album, but 50 had the bigger album. That's what I'm saying. It's not about you guys are saying that his music. Kanye's catalog is better. But my name is bigger than Kanye West at the time. So I'm going to take this challenge on because I'm supposed to crush you. You're going to have the better body of work, but I'm supposed to crush you. And he lost.
I think 50 knew going in he was going to lose.
I think 50 thought that nigga was just corny, and that's why he underestimated him. And he lost.
Look at that time, too. The shooters versus the backpackers. Ain't no goddamn way backpacker beating me.
But this 51st album, like, going outside of the camp, though, that Curtis album was his very first album working with other artists outside of the Aftermath Shady Interscope camp. You know what I'm saying? So it was supposed to be, AO Technology came from that. Him and the Akon record came from that. You know what I'm saying?
Really mad. Ain't you right? But I'm really mad that he thought he was going to smoke Kanye with the AO Technology and the Robin feature.
After Ye's second album,
it was over.
Leave that nigga alone.
It's over.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like,
bro. Yeah, it's over.
I understand he was 50 Cent at the time, but after Late Registration, you should have left Kanye West alone.
They want us to stay focused, y'all. We gotta get off 50.
Where was we at?
Yeah. We was on Mary and Super Bowl and all that shit. Yeah,
it was actually wrapping up the Super Bowl. It's a wonderful thing. It's going to happen in a few hours. We got some surprise. Wait, matter of fact, we is on topic. Eminem, 50 Cent, Dre. They had a falling out, but they back. I can't say the same thing for Jimmy Iovine. But I like the loyalty when it comes down to Dre, M and 50. And that's really where it stops at. Nobody's that loyal to 50. So it's not like 50 can call one of his mans in them.
Yeah, you is.
We don't want to come. All right. Next topic.
Hold on. Instead of getting, can't get off the Super Bowl yet.
Yeah.
Can't get off the Super Bowl yet. What y'all feel about this?
I've been saying, you is.
Nah, I feel like I mean, a lot of people didn't get to see that hologram at what was it? Coachella. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get to see it. We see the YouTube clips. I think they, it's gonna be a Death Row reunion with you know what I'm saying? Snoop on Death Row is back home now, bro, in California. You know what I'm saying? This is a moment right now.
Two things for me. Maybe a few things for me. I remember having a conversation with a few people, and not me personally, but the conversation was, it's time to remove Biggie and Pac from the top 5 of Mount Rushmore. And this is one of the reasons you can't. Pac was assassinated in 1996, fam. Yet he is probably still the most biggest influence in hip hop, period. He is one of the biggest influence, bro.
One of them, yeah. You said
he's one of them. Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Okay, but the conversation, people talk about Pac like he's still active. This is what I'm saying, fam. Every day, there's a Tupac story, fam. A new one. Now, him and Janet Jackson had a thing.
Yeah,
I
can't argue this shit at all.
There's a new Tupac story.
But here's my thing, though. When it comes to the Super Bowl in California, bro, with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg performing, bro, you got to have, if you got an opportunity to bring that to the big stage, you got to. It's the Death Row reunion. Death Row's back home where it belongs.
But
feel me? Bring Pac.
If they don't bring the dog pound on stage, I don't want to see fake Tupac on
in the
stage.
Building. I guarantee you, Daz and them in the building.
They better be in the building if fake Tupac is on there, yo.
I'm not really a fan.
No, they better be on stage. And if fake Tupac is on stage,
hey, bro,
I wish I would be Daz in a fake hologram of some nigga be on stage before me.
Ain't no fun at the Super Bowl, bro.
That shit will be fire.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with all of it, though.
That should be fire, nigga.
Here's my problem with all of it, and Ant's touching on it. This is unnecessary at the Super Bowl, fam. This is a gangster party that they trying to have at the Super Bowl.
It's LA, bro.
I see what you did.
It's a homecoming, though, bro. It's LA.
The Super Bowl.
That was very nice. That was very nice.
Gangster party.
Yeah, that was very nice. I like that. I like that.
Bro, it's LA, though, bro. This is a $4 billion stadium in Los Angeles, California, with Dr. Dre headlining, bro. Like,
it's the Super Bowl. The fans are going to be there. They don't.
Fam, we don't need to see a Pac hologram.
What are we talking about, bro? Like,
it's not okay. Everything else makes sense except the Super Bowl. Yes, you do this in LA. Yes, you do this to celebrate Death Row Records.
Performance, though, bro. Like, and
so you trying to say they shouldn't try to even do the gangster shit at all?
I don't want to see Lady of Rage, bitch. If I'd rather see.
I don't even know.
I don't know shit on Lady of Rage. Like,
I don't want to see Lady of Rage, bro. Like, y'all
I don't even know what they're even going to perform. Like, are we going to hear G Thing? Are we going to hear DRE?
We're going to hear California Love, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, right? Look, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Roland said he would rather see Dog Pound Lady of Rage reunion. That's what I'm talking about. These people are alive.
But not for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they are, yo.
All right, fam. Lady of
Rage could do Afro Puffs a little. She could do a verse of Afro Puffs on the Super Bowl. I'd rather see that because she's alive than seeing a fake Tupac do California Love.
Okay, so what are we doing? Pumping fake noise out the crowd? I'm saying, I'm looking at the people that's there, the Super Bowl crowd. You still got it. They don't know Lady of Rage. You got to keep
Afro Puffs come on in LA. They know that song. It's in LA.
We don't want to hear that shit, yo. We good. We want to hear California Love, bro. Like, we don't want to hear.
So you would rather hear Dre rap California Love with fake Tupac?
You know why? Because it's not about what I want to hear. It's about the moment in time they trying to portray right now. Though I see the vision where they trying to go with it right now. This is about to be a moment right now that's about to be talked about in LA forever, bro.
BET Awards honoring Death Row, not the Super Bowl. This is what I'm saying. This is a dope show. I like it.
Wait, hold on.
It should be on the BET Hip Hop Awards.
So wait, hold on.
So this is too low budget for the Super Bowl, basically, what y'all trying to say. This should be on
I'm
the
trying to think about what I'm trying to say. Flaw's trying to say we should wipe the performance down because it's the Super Bowl.
That's what
you saying.
I think we would get a better performance from these gangster rappers.
Yo.
In our own backyard. The Super Bowl is like, fam, they're gonna water down their performances.
Once I'm up there,
I guarantee you niggas crip walk on the stage.
If a gangster party is going to be a gangster party is going down if I'm Dr. Dre, if I'm on the Super Bowl stage. What are you talking about? That is my city. No way.
So it makes sense to have Pac up there then, bro. Like, come on, bro. It makes sense to have his hologram up. If you could do it at Coachella and the internet go crazy over that shit for a week, imagine what was about to happen. He do this shit in the Super Bowl and they do it right. I don't want to see the same Coachella performance he did at the Coachella. It's got to be some new, fresh.
This is a BET Hip Hop Awards.
Why you gotta hate every time? Like,
this is not.
You the hater, fam. Yo, I'm just saying, I'd rather see Dog Pound on stage than a Tupac that ain't.
What are you gonna get from the Dog Pound, bro?
I'd just rather see them something.
You're gonna get
figures out something.
My problem as a producer, I'm with y'all on that. I am, but as a producer, I'm never booking the Dog Pound. I'm never booking Lady Ray.
No, don't do that. See,
what?
See,
Jay,
do not do that, yo.
No, but you
can't do
book
that.
Dash. You book Dash the Dillinger. You
can't do that, fam.
Super Bowl. Are you booking Dog Pound?
This is why white people don't like us now, fam. Divide and conquer, fam. I don't understand this. You just came out and told your whole audience you're not going to book Daz and Corrupt.
Yes.
No.
Super Bowl.
Why?
At the Super Bowl.
It's Daz and Corrupt.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Justin Timberlake pulling out titties during the Super Bowl. I want to see the Dog Pound on stage, man. Stop it.
Well,
we let that white man pull out Janet Titty. Now we talk about the Dog Pound can't be on there.
I'm booking Justin, but I'm not authorizing him to pull titties out. I'm not booking.
Well,
the Dog.
Well, if your genius ass book somebody that pulled titties out, you should be able to book the Dog Pound.
Shout out to Roland in the chat.
I am.
It's not about shitting on your OGs. It's about as production, as a producer.
What's gonna be a better show, bro? Daz and Corrupt Crip walking on the stage, or motherfucking
fake Tupac?
A fake Tupac that had a crowd more hyped than Daz and Corrupt Crip walking on stage,
that is
bro.
A fact.
Like, come on, bro.
Sing a song. We probably ain't even. And plus, as a producer, Flaw, you would pick Dog Pound because they would be a lot cheaper than that $200 million fucking hologram of fake Tupac rapping California Love, fam.
But wait, who money?
Cost like $50 million for that.
Who money you spending though?
Who money I'm spending? Mine
or the NFL?
I'm Dr. Dre, or no, the NFL ain't paying for none of this.
Yeah, I don't know who paying for it, but somebody's paying for it.
Dre got
Pepsi.
No, you can't. The artist isn't getting paid, Flosser. They're not paying for the production, too.
Pepsi got the
no
budget,
way,
bro. It's the Pepsi halftime show.
Yeah, it's Pepsi's paying for it then because they're sponsored by Pepsi. So Pepsi's paying for it. The NFL is definitely not paying for it.
Do you got a problem with Pepsi paying for it?
You gonna bring back the Michael Jackson shit?
I got a problem.
Pepsi bag 2 weeks ago, fam. Just saying.
I got a problem.
It was killing Pepsi 2 years ago.
I forgot what the agreement is. I think the artist pays for their show.
I got a problem if the Dog Pound.
How does the artist pay for their show where they don't get paid for the show?
Who's doing that? No, all of them. I'm about to find out.
It's whoever sponsored the show, bro. Like, they pay for the show, bro.
Yeah, like if I'm not getting paid, I'm not paying for the show too. Hell no.
Tostitos had it a couple years. Like, I mean, it's just certain companies they're paid to get the show.
It's for the look. It's not about the money.
Man, shit.
This is the first hip hop show we've ever gotten at a Super Bowl. Regardless of how many hip hop stars we've had perform, this is the first strictly hip hop performance we've had at the Super Bowl.
Sorry.
Why not capitalize on it?
The NFL does not pay the artists; they cover the expenses and production costs.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
NFL.
No way in hell the artist is gonna pay for that shit too, and they're not getting paid. God damn. Like,
yeah, they probably don't even understand. They probably wouldn't even understand why Tupac they probably think he's still alive. Tupac's cost $50 million. What the hell?
NFL, like, who is this pot guy that you got coming in for $50 million?
They said,
I'm checking Tupac off the list. He can't come.
They said they're gonna have Suge via
scratching
satellite.
Tupac off the list because he can't come.
Wait. Suge via satellite?
I heard they was gonna have Suge via
that ain't
satellite.
happening.
And stop.
Nah, too soon.
That ain't happening. And that's never happened.
It's never going to be cool.
Never happening. Niggas said too soon. That's never happening. I will bet my life on it.
I bet my whole investment.
I will bet everything on that. There ain't no Suge, Dre, and Snoop reunion now.
Yo, Snoop on stage talk about Suge. What you think about that, Suge?
Hey, like, what the fuck you mean?
And then wait for his answer.
First off, you'll never be happy with somebody owning the shit you own. I don't care. Like, we all haters at that point. Like, you own it. Yeah. That's my shit. Let's keep it a buck.
If I was Suge, I hate him too.
I hate him too.
Yeah, definitely.
You should.
You should. Like, we all preach. Like, don't get me wrong. I joke a lot, but one thing for sure, all of that, I'm not no hater. That's what everybody says is a lie. Just get put in the right situation, fam.
Yeah, you're a hate. Anybody would hate. Yeah, anybody would hate.
Whether I'm with your girl, whether I bought your company and that was your only claim to fame, that was the best thing he ever did.
30 years later, nigga bought the company he signed to, his first deal.
I think anybody who knew Tupac personally should hate that fucking hologram coming. Yo, if I was Dre, I would hate this shit, man.
For the second time, though, because Coachella, like I said, he did Coachella.
And don't get me wrong, it's not like they first time them doing this period. Like, they had the hologram of Michael Jackson, I think, was first, right?
No,
Pac was first.
Pac was first?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because you're right.
Michael's shit was kind of low budget, though.
I remember they tried to do that shit with Prince. Prince fans hated that because there's no way in the hell Prince would want that bullshit.
Because, bro, it's these niggas is going to low budget. You know how it's Blockbuster, then it's West Coast Video, then it's like Hollywood Video and shit. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas be low budget versions of shit like that these niggas is fucking with.
But I will say this though, fam. Like I said, if Tupac hologram is there, it's going to be the biggest thing all week, man. The women are going to have flashbacks, and that's just the way it's just going to be, man. It's going to be a huge halftime show. I hope the commercials is back. I hope the halftime show is great. This is going to be our first opportunity. Like, they bash Jay-Z for things he has no control over. I'm not saying Jay-Z has control over this, but if this goes well, he gets all the credit. We just know how that works. We don't know what Jay-Z is doing.
I wouldn't give Jay-Z the credit for this shit either.
But he
does get the credit for this, though, bro. Think about it. He got signed with the NFL for this. This is the purpose of him being there.
We don't know what he actually does, though.
Yeah, but you don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't even know if he had anything to do with this shit at all.
This is what they said that his role would be, to like executive for, like, look at the deal, like what that with NFL.
I remember
for the Super Bowl halftime show and philanthropic shit. Like, this is why he there. Like,
people was mad at JC last year because who's this?
The Weeknd, bitch ass.
Weeknd.
Sorry.
Hey, Jarrell, remember they was mad at Jay-Z last week for the Rooney Rule.
Yo, they mad at Jay for the Rooney Rule, fam.
Yeah. They mad at Jay-Z for the Rooney Rule.
Shit. I was like, y'all thought Jay-Z was going to sit in a room of 32 white owners that's all richer than him and change them from being racist?
I thought this is why Jay-Z signed with the NFL.
How is that going to? How is that possible?
Like, so that's what I'm saying.
For the halftime show, bro.
They're going to give Jay-Z, if this goes well,
blaming Jay for the Rooney Rule.
Yeah, Jay.
Jay-Z's fault.
Jay-Z fought that the Rooney Rule is in the NFL, fam.
It's your fault there's not any more black head coaches.
Right.
Or it's
like he doing the hiring, bitch.
Blame Hove.
This past week, though, are we good on the Super Bowl? We got.
I was about to say, did y'all? Yeah, see, Jay's gonna be unavailable. What y'all doing at halftime? Y'all want to get back on? Y'all just want to chill?
Well, that depends, bro. If we getting a show like that, I ain't trying to pile. If we getting Tupac.
So wait, hold on. The hologram is fucking up a halftime show for us.
I mean, we'll be.
Fuck that hologram. What are we talking about? All right, we can chill then.
Depends on where we at, because I really thought the Super Bowl was going to start earlier, but that shit started 6:30.
Yeah, and plus, the only reason I say,
appreciate y'all shitting on this hologram like that, though. That's
it's a hologram. It's fake. It's fake lights. It's lights dancing and tricking your eyes. And what the fuck? Why am I psyched about this?
I'm not psyched about it, and it's not something I need to see type of shit. But you got to respect what they trying to do, though. Like, they trying to get more eyes on the product, bro.
They should just have a cardboard cutout
Oh shit!
And save $50 million fucking dollars, eh?
They ain't spending.
What is the
$50 million on
difference?
that shit,
But this is the closest thing to actual magic that we'll see, though. And I mean about like magic, like musician magic. Like we got Snoop Dogg on Death Row, fam. We got a Fire Project from Mary J. Blige. And if we get Tupac hologram, we get Dr. Dre performing. These are
And
all
I think
things.
I think 50 said he gonna be there. Like
50 and him.
I think he'd be dope.
Yeah.
We don't get to see. We won't see this ever again.
Is Lloyd Banks at the Super Bowl? Is Lloyd Banks at the Super Bowl?
Absolutely
not booking Lloyd.
So wait, hold on, though.
No, I said is he at the Super Bowl?
So hold on, though. I'm about to say because we shitting on the dog pound. Lloyd Banks, bitch ass, better not be on that stage, fam. I got problems. We're potting if he gets on that stage.
I'm not booking Lloyd Banks.
I'm potting after the Super Bowl if Lloyd Banks is on the stage and dog pound not on there, fam. Fuck that. We're getting on.
I'm not booking Lloyd Banks, fam.
I guarantee you, Tony Yayo there,
so,
bro.
what's
Yayo probably is there, too.
What if they bring out the nigga that played Pac in All Eyes?
See,
that's even worse than the hologram, bro.
That's worse than hologram. I hate y'all niggas, yo. Tupac is dead, fam.
Yo,
he's
what
dead.
if Pac come back, man? They said this nigga in Bermuda.
Fam, if Bad Boy had a show, if Gravy fucking come out of there and start doing Biggie Smalls records, nigga, I'm blowing something up, fam. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not.
I'm glad you brought that up because Big did have his flowers given to him by Bad Boy at the Barclays Center, and they didn't do no hologram. I don't think they just
no, they did not.
They retired his jersey and some shit.
Do that shit on the East Coast, nigga.
Well, Pac is the only hologram that the Pac and Mike is the only two, fam. So
I ain't gonna lie, this shit is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, but I get it.
And I think the people that's there can't even see him. Like if you're on stage with him, you just see light, so you're not even going to see what other people see.
I think it depends on where you at though. Like because if you like on the nosebleed seats, like on the side down and shit, you're not going to be able to see like the image of him. You will have to be like straight on.
It has to be straight on. Okay.
Or it won't look right. It's just going to look like lights.
So what's your prediction?
Oh, yeah, Super Bowl. What's the prediction?
LA +4.
I got the Rams winning, man. Like, they're built to win. Like, a super
LA
team.
+4. At home.
I'm torn between this.
I'm telling you, chocolate monkeys
Burrow
now.
ain't no slouches, though. I fucks with Burrow now, but LA +4.
The Simpsons said the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
Did they really?
The Simpsons did this, bro?
Really?
Yeah, the Simpsons actually did do that. I seen that. But
when?
I don't know, but I did see the image of that shit. They known for predicting.
That shit is Photoshop.
But anyway, I think I don't know, man. I in my heart says the Rams is going to win, but I would rather see the Bengals win.
So it's saying the Bengals 34-31.
See, because when your team not in it, I'm a Giants fan. Neither one of these teams affect me. Like neither one of them in my division. So it's not like I care who wins. So I would just want carnage. I want everything to fuck up, or I would just want a great game, and that's it. I'm eating some crab legs. I'm eating some shrimp. I'm chilling.
There's nothing like watching a important game when your emotions aren't in it. Like you can just watch the game. But even if your team is in the championship game or even in the playoffs, like you got emotion on the line because you invested.
Right.
To be able to just watch a huge sports game and just enjoy it.
I either want 100 points to be scored by each team or 100 interceptions. I just want it to be a great game. I don't care who wins. Like, I think it's cool the fact that Joe Burrow, this is his full first season and he's in the Super Bowl. This is some on Dan Marino shit. Like if he actually wins, that's nuts. This is his first full season.
He needs to win because I still believe this league belongs to Patrick Mahomes and things like that. So just because he made it this one year, you're not guaranteed to win again.
Hey, yo,
I don't know. It might not be Mahomes, bro.
Joey B got here with no line, fam. They sacked that nigga 9 times and he still won. So imagine when they upgrade the line.
I understand, but this is still football.
It is.
Watch teams go to the Super Bowl one year and just not make it back. Like, look at Aaron Rodgers.
I was about to say Aaron Rodgers is a perfect example of that. And I mentioned Dan Marino. The reason I mentioned Dan Marino because if you history of sports and shit, Dan Marino was nasty. He went to the Super Bowl his rookie year.
That's what I'm saying. Never went back.
Didn't go back. And he was known as the best quarterback ever at the time. He broke every record, but never went back after his rookie year. Yep. The same thing could happen to Joe Burrow.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Never guaranteed to go back.
Take advantage of your spot. Just take advantage of it.
Like I know Patrick Mahomes is hot. Patrick Mahomes, he could have 4 rings right now. Think about that. every year that he's been in the league, he's went to the AFC Championship game. He's either won the AFC Champion game or lost and won the Super Bowl.
And that last championship game was crap. Like, what the hell was they doing? Like, no adjustments. Like, I don't know what it was. Sometimes I be thinking some players want to go home, fam. Like, I'm tired.
Not in that situation. I think they just, I don't know.
They just scored that 1 point in the second half.
Goes up, man. Sometimes it be like that, yo. You got to give credit to the Bengals then, because KC's still KC. You got to give credit to the Bengals.
Yeah, but
they stepped up.
Yeah, but to hold that team
to go in LA and beat the home team in the Super Bowl in LA, that's
what I'm saying.
Bro.
If the Bengals win this game, fam,
it's gonna be crazy, bro.
This might be arguably the best season of a quarterback, like a young quarterback ever. This is his first full season. He was a rookie last year, but he got hurt. Like, he barely played.
All those young quarterbacks that's in the league, y'all spot getting taken, man. Lamar Jackson, it's a few of y'all, man. Keep balling. But you know, there's more quarterbacks coming into the league, and they doing magnificent stuff like this.
Crazy part is when your team don't have one of those quarterbacks, what do, Nick? You in Tampa Bay, Tom Brady gonna have to, but Tom Brady just retired. What y'all gonna do? Jay, y'all got Derek Carr. He ain't in that. He's good, but he's not in that list, and you're in their division. So what y'all?
He's all right, but he's not.
I seen a notification that
motherfuckers.
I seen a notification that the Raiders are sticking with Carr, so it's nothing.
We are.
Derek Carr has to go against Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and whoever. Like, say if Aaron Rodgers go to Denver,
beat them both already. Beat all three of them actually. So,
well, I'm not talking about them head to head though, Jay. I'm just talking about dealing with those teams. Period.
We beat them all. I don't care.
All right.
We're a new team, bro. We're making moves. We are now the Las Vegas New England Raiders.
What?
we got a whole coaching staff.
Oh, they got the dude Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, but the last time
we got New England's GM, we got Josh McDaniels, and we just hired 3 or 4 former coaches from New England.
But I'm old enough to remember when Josh McDaniels was a head coach before.
I know, and he sucked and he cheated.
He was trash in that same division.
But I'm not harping on that. My whole thing is I have faith in my squad to the point that the reason why I say that is because we beat all of those quarterbacks. We've beat the Chargers. We've beat Pat Mahomes. We've almost beat Burrow, bitch ass, but he's not in the division. But like, I'm not. I have faith in DC.
AFC quarterback.
It's nasty.
It's crazy.
It's nasty.
We ain't talk about Josh Allen, fam.
If
you're a quarterback, in the AFC, if you're not Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert,
Lamar Jackson.
Them niggas is young. Lamar Jackson. Them niggas is young as hell. They all under 25.
Shout out to Kyler Murray. I mean, he only down the NFC.
I didn't say anything about him just because he's in the NFC.
I know. I'm just saying,
young too.
He the only nigga I know in the NFC besides Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
Russell Wilson, but he might change teams.
Oh yeah. So to answer your question, Jarrell, we are leaving as far as what I just read a while ago, we're leaving the door open for Brady's return, but we also want to trade for Wilson, and I forgot the other quarterback name, but I don't think
be Rodgers.
Now Rodgers, Green Bay said that they want to extend him. They want to make him the highest paid quarterback.
It don't matter what they want to be.
Aaron Rodgers don't want to be there no more.
Yeah, that's cool though because I think Adams, they're probably franchised and they're probably gonna try to sign Rodgers, but he act like he don't want to be there, so it doesn't matter.
They got a quarterback, and they got a quarterback though.
Who?
Somebody.
The young boy that they're trying to grow. The young boy that they sit behind.
Jordan Love? Man, y'all don't stop, man.
That's they boy. They the ones.
They man. Yeah, they drafted this nigga. Remember he was pissed. They drafted him in the first round that year.
Yeah, that's they boy.
Nigga trash.
Okay. You got to put him out there first,
right.
coach.
They did put him out there. And he was trash.
Full seasonal, man. 2 seasons.
They go draft the second pick of the draft.
You're not going to bench Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you gotta let that Brady coming back shit go, bro.
No, I'm telling you what the notification said.
No, but he actually said he said never say never. He said he left it open. Yeah. That's his fault.
They could go
and Gronkowski hasn't retired yet. Like it's still some things that needs to be, worked out.
Bet you coming to Las Vegas too.
Who?
Gronkowski.
Nobody. All right, next topic, fellas.
Wait, hold on. So
I'm telling you,
hold on. So
you think everybody from New England going there? Wes Welker go unretired and start playing?
Nah, we got Renfro.
So Jay, all the Belichick staff is in Vegas now.
A few coaches went.
Not all of them, but
not all,
but some former coaches, like the defensive coordinator, he going. Yeah, like a collective of coaches. Yeah, from past and present are going to the Raiders.
And then shout out to us. We three black coaches we hired.
Did you hire a head coach? No, it's
Come
not.
on now.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, don't know
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's mad black assistant coaches.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Yo, y'all hired the first. That's all y'all needed. Y'all hired Y'all hired the first.
Our assistant GM is black. Baby steps, baby.
You know what it is? They hired Art Shell back in the day, so they kind of exempt for all of this because Al Davis was the first person to hire a black coach. So they were never known as a racist after that.
Well, you can't just hire one and just say we ain't racist because we hired one though. Like,
but it was, he actually liked Art Shell. He was on there for a minute. And plus, Gene Upshaw was like their general manager for forever. So Al Davis actually liked black people.
Yeah, but Jay, you can't say your hiring assistant coaches is progress, fam.
Like, no, it's not. You just talking. No, hell no. That would be shit.
Old, man. Assistant GM, baby steps.
I'm saying he had to say that. That's what you're supposed to say. Now, I mean,
baby steps.
We ain't racist. We got a whole bunch of nigga assistants.
Word.
We got a whole bunch of Negroes that's third in charge.
Oh, hey, speaking of racism, you ready to get into it, man? Jimmy.
Who?
Your man. It's your man.
All right, so I got first I'm gonna play the first video, right? And then we'll react to the first video and then I'll play the second. How about that?
Cool. Okay.
Hold on. Local video. Let me
Go ahead, great one. Say it. Say it.
What?
Say it.
Say what?
Man, free Max B. Go ahead, say it.
Hold up. I got
it only sound right when you say it.
I don't like it coming from nobody. Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing. That's on. Let's go.
That's what that you just want.
Don't forget. I think they Fresh Prince of Bel-Air started airing today.
Today?
When the fuck did that come out?
Nobody's here for that. I'm not here for that.
I'm gonna watch that.
Checking that out. I'm checking that out.
For that. Why are y'all here for that?
Because it's like the Fresh Prince and Power mix. This shit. It's like think of Power like in
niggas is lazy in Hollywood, bro. You see how lazy motherfuckers is in Hollywood? Yeah, like.
I wouldn't call that. Yeah, I was gonna say that Will Smith is about to eat off his own creation. Like,
you know what it is? I see what Ant mean because we about to get off it. Because I see what Ant mean because it's still not an original idea. They just took something and revamped it. Like Hollywood is known for doing that shit over and over and over again. We need to stop doing that. Will Smith is smart enough to have an original fucking idea. He had to take the show that he was on for like 10 years and revamp it. But that's another day. We could talk about that.
Thank you.
We've been in Gucci for about an hour, right? And we in Gucci in the VIP.
We've been in Gucci for like 2 hours.
Right? Since we came in here having nobody came and showed us no courtesy, no amenities, no nothing. Period. Not even a drink of water. Asked to speak to the manager. Send me a black guy out here that started telling me some bullshit. So they got the black guy racial profiling on black people. Asked to speak to a manager bigger than him. Everybody disappeared. Ain't nobody come out yet. I still ain't getting no sparkling water. I still ain't getting no champagne. I still ain't getting nothing. I didn't have a salesperson inside of my VIP suite the whole time I was there. I had to keep screaming for VIP people to help me out. Now everybody don't know where the real manager is. You heard? It's time. I'm tired of this. We spending all this money as entertainers inside these stores. They hire these black people, and these black people are more racist than white people when they get their job inside of Gucci. All of a sudden, you stop playing with us, bro. Still haven't seen a manager yet. Still haven't seen a manager yet. Since I'm talking to you right now, a manager still hasn't popped out of Gucci. And the bill is like $29,000, but we didn't pay that yet. You heard? Why would we? They still haven't sent a manager or bottle of sparkling water or anything that says that we appreciate your service for being in here in Gucci and spending that bag.
The big one.
The big one. They sent this guy.
Yeah, no.
What is he possibly going to do? You heard? What is he going to do? Is what I want to know. Still haven't seen a manager. Is there a manager that works here or everybody's just a worker?
So that was Jim in the Gucci store. React.
You don't want to see that in no store, no situation. Period. I think that it's corny that that it happened. At the same time, just the fact that we still think that money changes the perception of how some people look at us. The fact that you walk into the store with all your jewelry on, and you got thousands of dollars to spend, that you're better in their eyes than regular black people who don't have that type of bread, just because you got a few. Well, personally, me, I'm not big on fashion. Here's my thing, right? I'm 38, be 39, man. I'm gonna make $1 million eventually, make some billions eventually. I still have that mind state, but I've been hungry enough and humbled enough to know that when I do make some bread, I'm not going to be in a rush to go to Gucci. There's certain places that don't do it for me because, once again, I know how to live without, and I know how to be comfortable with what I got. I still might be that sweatpants guy, the Nike sweatpants or something like that with $1 million in the bank. I still might be that guy. I'm not a fashionable guy.
I don't know, but I was thinking about that too. But
so I'll say it's easy for me to, but it's easy. But sitting right here, right now, it's easy for me to be like, "Fuck Gucci, why you in there anyway?" You get what I'm saying? It's easy for me to see that. So I don't think it's fair for me to really comment on that video like that. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like, Jim, you really thought you was gonna walk in there and somebody was gonna love you because you got money? Just shows you the mentality of some of us, and that's how I feel about it.
Number one, you in the VIP section though. You know what I'm saying? So to his credit, bro, you got to call ahead. You got to set that up. You can't just walk in there and just go to the VIP section. You feel me? So you got to put that together before you get there. You know what I'm saying? So you in there for a reason. They already know you in there. So he definitely got a reason to be upset a little bit if what he's saying is true. However, I mean, we've seen how racist the company Gucci is, and by the material that they made, had to apologize for. Remember when they had the monkey over the face type shit, the apparel that they had and all that. So I don't feel no kind of way that he's getting profiled and shit like that, because they don't want us in there anyway, bitch. Or I mean,
they don't want us anywhere, and I guess that's my point. They don't want us anywhere. At the same time, though, there's some places that personally I wouldn't go. So, like I said, it's kind of unfair for me. Like I said, I could go in on this, but that's him. Like he's from Harlem. He's fashion. He likes the drip. He likes to do this. And like Ant said, he knew about their racist behavior before, but it's that getting fresh mentality and stunting on other people that ain't got it. I got the Gucci belt. I got the Gucci socks. I got the Gucci this. It's that obsession that will allow you to go to the fire and possibly get burned, and then you want to come back to us. Because who's that video for? The people
I wasn't moved by that video, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Who's the video for?
Who's the video
for? Is the video wasn't for like other racist white people. It was for us.
It was for us.
And we don't shop at Gucci any fucking way.
Don't shop at Gucci.
Right.
So if you're gonna spend $30,000, and he made it a point that he's spending $29K in there, right? So it's like, well, if you're spending that much money and they're treating you like that, why do you continue to go there?
Facts.
And we're having the same conversations that we've been having since the 80s when it comes to these fashion.
This is like a 40-something-year-old man, too, we talking about, too. This ain't no young boy. This is a grown-ass man, too. Like, so what are we talking about?
I got a second video. This is same day. Jim goes to another store.
Big difference in bird off. Big difference when you pop in that bag and bird off, baby. Hey, you heard? It's cheers when you get the bird off. You heard me? Playing with us like that, like we ain't even dropping that bag for years.
Make sure Chris get a tip, man.
You heard? You holla at, you hear bird off, you holla at Chris. You heard me? He got everything for you, nigga. Stop playing with us out here. You dig? Bird, we gonna get drippy. You're not gonna stop the skipper from getting dripper. You heard me? You dig me? Shouts to Bird off. We going shopping. Video almost done. We got one more stop to make. Then we going to GB's and buy all the sneakers. You heard me?
Also, to continue on the conversation, it's a natural reaction for most people to when something is happening to turn on their phone. So I give him that. 'Cause I'm sitting here thinking, like,
that
man,
shit sound like
that shit was just whack as hell, though, bro. Like,
yeah,
on,
it was, like, but
oh my god, yo,
when you go to record though, like if something's happening, this is the era of pull the phone out instead of like we watch people die on cell phone because instead of helping somebody, you pull the phone out. Like this is the era we're in. You get what I'm saying? So if you're being mistreated, pull out the phone and post it on your socials.
That's kind of different though, bro. Like
I mean, it sounds like that nigga. It sounds like that nigga wanted to do a cartwheel in there though, Flaw. Like
most people ain't gonna put their life on the line while somebody else getting life taken, bro. Like they ain't gonna do that. They just gonna bring awareness to the shit. You feel me? Like when George Floyd was getting killed, bro, was mad niggas out there that could have stopped these cops, but they didn't. They pulled their phones out. You know what I'm saying?
I think going forward with the but I think going forward with the George Floyd, and because situations are working now, but the phone was just a reaction at one time. Nobody knew what the phone was going to do. It wasn't working every time. There was shit on phones and still getting off. So it's not like, yo, I'm gonna pull my phone out and get these dudes. It works now in some cases. So the phone ain't an automatic.
You're spending that much money and people gonna shit on you like customer service wise when it come to Gucci, right? But then go to Bird off and spend another bag, so now you happy and stuff. So
these niggas gave you 2 bottles of water and you happy now and shit. Like come the fuck on, like that. You see how
it's weird, fam. Like
it's call it what it is. The shit is whack, bro.
Yeah, like I understand you from Harlem and the whole drip phase and shit like that. That's cool out there, but I don't know, man. That don't make him look cool at all to me.
It doesn't.
That second video, like, now I can get drippy now. You're not gonna stop the bag. So basically, you're saying that I could have spent $30K in one store. I didn't like it, so I dropped $30K in another store. Like, who cares, fam? Like,
I 1,000% agree with y'all and disagree.
So
with them.
what?
But we're at the age where this don't motivate us. But that's what the rappers always tell you. Like, they're motivating you to get drippy. They're motivating you to get money. They're motivating you to get what they got.
Nah, the young ones do that. Like
this is some young boy shit. I was just about to say that.
Right, that was some young boy shit. I expect like Lil Baby to put out a video like that.
As a 45-year-old rapper though, bro, I expect to see a video of JimJones signing a contract showing us how to get to the real bag. Or, you know what I'm saying, spending some money on something that's going to appreciate with value. He talking about some fucking clothes at Gucci and shit, bro. Like, this not enriching nobody's life, bro.
It doesn't,
and it didn't bring awareness because we already know Gucci is racist. Yeah. So what the fuck is you doing?
What are you bringing to Gucci? Like, what are we doing?
So by Jim's MO and talk, all the boss talk you've been talking about all this time, kind of, I don't know, it's kind of counterproductive. Both of those videos is counterproductive of what his mystique is.
That second video, bro.
That second video wasn't supposed to come out. That the first video, it doesn't bring awareness really because we already know what Gucci's like. Cool. What's the point of the second video?
And Ant might have
he trying to say Bird off is okay,
right? Because they gave you a bottle of water, nigga.
Better. But if Bird off would have violated him, then it would have been fucked them too.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's just whoever treats me right in the moment, I'm gonna turn my phone on and show him love. But if he go there next week and the staff is different and they don't know who he is,
we'll get another video.
Right, because it's not the store, it's the staff or whoever was there at the time.
Right. He could have went to Gucci at a different time and got treated like a king.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But I don't know. I'm sure y'all do remember, but remember the Gucci boycott that lasted like 2 days? Ant touched on a little bit. He ain't wearing Gucci no more. Now you want to get emotional because Gucci is once again doing what we knew they
Dapper Dan was like, nah, they're not racist. Dapper Dan was like, nah, they're not racist. They gave me a job and some bullshit, man. Stop it, man.
It's fuck Kmart till Target don't got what you want, and then you got to go to Walmart.
Right. Exactly.
Get that shit.
That's like the video. That video is for us. We can afford Target or Walmart. I'm not shopping at Gucci, bro.
It's the same thing, though, ain't it, though, Jay?
That video is not for me.
But it's what I'm saying.
I can afford, bro. What's your thing, bro? Niggas can afford Gucci and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still not shopping at these stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I can afford some shit from Gucci, but I'm not buying. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the same type of time that fucking Flaw is on. This $1,200 I would have spent on a belt or some shit in Gucci, nigga. I'm about to put that in some shit. Like, it's gonna work for my kids. Like,
Gucci don't have plus size. I'm good.
See, you don't know who to talk to.
They ain't got my sizes, fam.
Y'all don't know who to talk to. See, they do.
Nah, if I can't get a 3X, fam, I'm not shopping there.
They have your size. You just don't know who to talk to. Talk to
that video. That video wasn't for me.
Post-production, and I put y'all in the right. You know what I mean,
I'm good. It was entertaining. That video wasn't for me.
It wasn't for none of us. It was really for him.
Jimmy's video.
That was for him.
I'm saying, but he's got a lot of followers, and this is going to motivate people to get motivated again for what we was already motivated for.
Bro, he not telling us nothing we don't already know, though.
This works for some. This is going to work, not for us. But
because he got a record with the Migos out. We ain't touch on that. He got a new record that's
when
popular
you
with the Migos.
Instagram,
This is the rollout.
So he got new fans now. It's like young fans.
This is the
so
rollout, fam. That's
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Because
I think that when you have thousands of followers, fam, there's people ready for you to trigger them anyway. Like this is the same thing like Joe Rogan. It's like he talks about the vaccine and then all of a sudden people try to get African Americans into their bag by saying he's racist. It's what everybody does. It's what everybody does. Fam, he said that racist shit on episode 5. He's on episode 250. You get what I'm saying? It's like y'all knew he said that, but to help fight y'all COVID,
more people didn't know he said it because you said episode 5.
But the people that signed him, I'm saying that the people that no, he did it. Of course, we don't know. We don't listen. So
don't say if you don't listen to him, it doesn't matter if he said it or not.
Yeah,
right.
But the ones that been listening that thought that shit was funny,
y'all didn't care.
They didn't care.
You can't care now.
They had that shit in their back pocket.
Yeah. Right. Why? To trigger the emotions of people that's emotional.
It's the same shit with the Source when they did the Eminem and put that racist shit out he said and shit. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, bro. They knew he said it.
Yo, Benzino was nasty.
You feel me? Remember that shit, bro? He put the CD out with the magazine. It was the same shit.
That shit been out for years.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same shit.
I remember that Benzino rollout. He thought he had the bag. He said, "I'm about to drop this, and
I'm about to drop a bomb on his
that
face."
Nigga had the little Joker in
Source
spades.
folded 4 months later, yo.
I'm about to end up career.
He had the little Joker in spades.
He thought that was it. Like, fam, shit. Hey, speaking of that though, real quick, this wasn't on the docket, but I was actually watching a video of T.I., and that just got me wanted to ask your opinion on it. Because he actually spoke on the Joe Rogan thing, and then we can actually piggyback off the Eminem thing. And basically what T.I. said, T.I. calls out N-word conspiracies following the Joe Rogan controversy. So let me play the video real quick. Let me see if it's going to play. Let me see.
Real. Like, I ain't going to lie to you. Like, you could call the community of black people some niggas as long as you send them a check. Right. Or as long as you know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfuckers they'll sell a little bit of their ego. Like, it's a little bit for sale. They might not want to do it in front of everybody, but, don't nobody really give a fuck like that for real. Right.
And that basically what piggyback is kind of continuing the conversation of what we saying. We know M said it, but I don't, you know what I mean? Joe Rogan, he said it. I don't listen to him. None of us listen to it, but now that we find out he said it, fam, it's like, okay, whatever. Not in that sense, but it's just like, what do you want me to do?
Isn't this old news? Because Charlemagne was on fire for it too.
Who was saying what?
Saying the N-word?
For letting him say it. I think that was the podcast. Yeah, that was the podcast him and Charlemagne was doing. And he was on the podcast.
Like he can let him say something.
And Charlemagne ain't check him or nothing.
This old news.
Yeah.
Okay, but just basically
just like when I forgot who said it, but somebody said it in Chris Rock presence that he let him say. I think it was
I think I remember that. I just know who.
Like, it might have been Louis C.K., but I don't want to put that on him if he didn't say it. But I think it was him and Chris Rock just basically let it go. Like,
so
part of the joke or whatever.
Do white motherfuckers get a pass for saying, do certain white motherfuckers get a pass for saying it in your presence?
My presence, I think it depends on the black person you're talking to. You're talking about us personally?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Like, hell no.
Well, y'all three. Like,
the only situation that I had that situation happen twice, right? One time I was in Miami and this white guy was on the phone arguing with somebody and he happened to say it. And I'm walking by. He didn't say it to me, but obviously he was talking to somebody that was dating an African American or something. And he, what I mean? No, I'm saying I'm walking by, but I'm just saying some people will hear that shit and say, "What you say?"
Oh, yeah, that's a little different than what Ant's saying, though. I'm talking about what if it's a white person that you actually know and have a relationship with. That's a little different.
Well, the second one is I'm at work and the white boys, they joking, they doing their thing, and I forgot what the conversation was about. But one of the white boys, one of the old white men, actually said it with an ER, but he was it was like he was saying what it was that was said years ago. But I know they say it. So I heard him say it, but I'm at work. You get what I'm saying? Like, well, like it's like it was just one of them situations. Like, bro,
I know
I
what you mean.
already know how y'all get down. When you know how somebody already get down, it's not a shocker. He didn't call me it to my face, but I'm
right. That's
I'm
how they get away with saying the shit because I'm just
Yeah.
talking about what they said back in the day, or I'm saying what another person said. That don't mean you get to say it. Though.
Also, you could check somebody in those settings. You don't have to be rowdy about it. You don't have to be.
That is true. Also,
yo, what the fuck? You could just say, my man.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that. Don't say that shit again.
So I used to work at Hawks. You know what I'm saying? I was a dispatcher at Hawks and shit, and he had one of the younger white dudes. If I'm like 26, he was like maybe 21, and he called me his N-word at the time. He like, yo, you my nigga, and you know what I'm saying? I told him he couldn't say it to me, and he got mad at me.
No, I'm not.
He got mad at me. I said, yo, you can't ever say that to me. You know what I mean? I told him, you know what I mean? I checked him basically. You know what I'm saying? And he got angry with me for checking him, like, because other black people allowed him to say that to them. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like his problem.
So and that's what I told him. I ain't got no problem with your shortcomings over there.
Right,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Like, you can't say that to me though. You know what I'm saying? Like I demand a different type of respect than they do. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've had it happen. Like people I was around, white people that grew up in an area who have said
it's not even a bad thing.
It didn't mean it didn't like I didn't say anything. Like it was whatever.
I'm not gonna lie. I personally have never been in that situation.
I've
like
been
a white person in my presence, like somebody a white dude that I know, and I went to school. You know where I went to school. I went to school in Ewing, so I've been around white people all my whole life. My whole adolescence or whatever. So I've never been in that situation when somebody I was cool with said that shit in my presence. Not saying that they didn't say it, but in front of my face, nah, that's never happened to me.
So you know how Floor come in the pod and in the chat and say he's trying not to say the N-word anymore in regards to us as brothers or whatever. How do you get mad if a brother check you and told you not to call him the N-word? Like in the same situation I was in.
No,
I would like it because I think that's more the energy we need. Because you think about the slang, right? You think about how we evolve, right? For some reason, the N-word is the only word in the world that's hundreds of years old, and it just gets the definition doesn't change, and it's just like the one word that doesn't get played out. In our slang, there's certain words that go from decade to decade that you don't take. You don't say, "Hey, peace to the Middle East" no more. You know what I'm saying? You just say something else.
You don't say jiving.
Yeah, there's so many slang words that didn't survive the next decade. N-word, that don't seem to be going nowhere. And that just in this hip hop, it just seems like you have to say it in your raps.
Yeah, I hear kids saying it.
I've had somebody like one of the security guards that used to be at the clubs that used to DJ. I used to walk up to him, "What's up, my nigga?" He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm not your nigga, man. Address me as your brother, bro. We brothers." And so moving forward,
that's when I'd be like, okay, and just
moving
not call
forward,
him that
it was always so every time I see him, what's up, bro? My brother, what's up? You get what I'm saying? So it was. I would never rob somebody of their personal feelings, of like you said, being called the N-word or whatever case may be. I just don't react to the word, whether it's from a black, white, Spanish, Asian, white girl.
If I use it and the person I'm using it with don't like it, I just won't say it.
Right.
Yeah, that word is not like because I know we talk about like checking. That's not necessarily checking somebody just because you don't like that word being said around you. You know what I'm saying? I don't
think it
could
be perceived like that though, based on somebody's tone and everything.
Yeah, it depends on how you say it.
Bitches.
Yeah, that's different.
In Jersey, in Trenton, we say bitch a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you might call somebody a bitch.
Universally.
You know what I'm saying? And they may look at you like, yo, like.
That's because in our culture, especially in Jersey, bitch is not pertaining to a woman at all.
Right.
Bitch is everybody.
Everything.
Everything.
Person, place,
or thing, just like a noun.
Yeah. But like I say, for some reason, that's something I thought about too. Like the N-word is the only word that's still as fresh as if it just got invented last year.
But I do be calling niggas job turkeys though.
Yeah, but I just trying to be funny.
I think I could put I think it depends on how it's used. You could say that for the word bitch too.
I call niggas jabronis and
like
shit.
Bitch ain't going nowhere, and we refuse to stop using it.
I remember when I first started when I was at T-Mobile, when White Chicks came out, and he was like, "Get this jigaboo away from me."
Oh.
And I called the white lady at my job a jigaboo.
You called the white lady at your job a jigaboo?
She was like, "What did you just say to me?"
Yeah, it's just not. Yo, you can't.
How that shit feel, bitch?
She was like, "Do you know
That's funny.
what that word means?"
Yeah, do you know what that is? Like,
I do now.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Jigaboo?
My bad.
Yeah,
I always thought she
don't
was
call
racist.
people that.
Don't ever call nobody that.
Anyway.
Yeah, don't call people that. I don't want to, have a deep dive of racial slurs, but don't call people that.
We're not about to have a racial slur segment.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I ain't educating you on that.
I knew it back then. I looked it up, but it was just like, oh shit.
Yo, y'all want to talk about Verzuz or no? That's tomorrow.
We can
That's
get back
Tuesday.
on it because last time I didn't have the images. I couldn't put the images up, but we can talk about the Verzuz flaw unless you got something else.
Yeah, we could talk about it because it's going down, and what's going down is what I said it was going to go down. They're making promo.
Are they battling?
It's
a battle.
God bless you.
I didn't.
She's kicking my butt right now.
They had that video. I did not rip that video because it was so corny, and I don't want to even put it on the pod. Like
They
you're
ain't
right.
have to have a nigga dancing in a fucking diaper.
You're right.
In a diaper and
Flaw
shit,
was
yo.
right. They did the promo. The shit was still so corny. I refuse to put it up here. No.
Music Soul Child vowed to kill this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna smoke Anthony Hamilton. That's what I'm saying.
So he look at the catalogs. We talked about it. Look at the catalogs.
How about you acting like Music Soul Child's the only one who think that's gonna happen?
Right. Because on Anthony Hamilton's side, his girl like, oh damn, baby, I like that song. Shut the fuck up. You don't like that nigga shit.
So what y'all think, man? We all got music in this shit, right? I think we already said that.
Should have been Jaheim versus music, bro.
Especially Flaw. Flaw definitely has music.
I got music, man. But Anthony Hamilton has one record that if it comes on, music's a stay away and throw the towel in that round.
What, Charlene?
I don't believe that.
No, Best of Me. Best of Me is my favorite Anthony Hamilton record.
Yeah, that's your favorite fucking Hamilton.
I'm saying for me. When I watch it, music, for me personally, because I personally got music winning. But there's one record that I like from Anthony Hamilton that I like better than anything that I've heard for music, and that's Best of Me.
What if he plays Love?
This shit really gonna be trash, though. I'm telling y'all.
I'm gonna play Love. He gonna think about that girl.
I'm gonna watch this shit Wednesday morning at like 6 in the morning when I get off work.
Hey, Jay, say something, Jay.
Because I gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work. So
I work overnight. Yeah, so I'm
Jay,
watching.
let me speak on that real quick, Jay.
So many.
Love is a song that me and this young lady from high school.
Oh my God! No, man, no. We talked about this,
there, man. We
talked about this, bro.
No, I'm about to answer Jay's question.
Oh my God!
I don't even remember if it was her song to me. I just remember it was my song to her. But if we talk about
we need a separate pod for the chronicles of Flaw 700's love life, fam. I need hold on. I need a relationship and feelings timeline between you when you was in middle school and when you was 27ish.
But Jay,
that shit would be crazy. Like
it's not going to be much there. But Jay saying that
I beg to differ. You've already given us like 5 stories that were very, very comical.
Yeah, we had about 25 minutes on this song.
Yeah, yes. I don't think you be noticing what you be saying sometimes.
Nah,
but
at
Jay
all.
said that this record is going to make me think of a certain individual.
Yeah, because you said it like a couple weeks ago.
But I wanted to say
last week.
Your high school crush in high school might not be your crush in your 30s and 40s, fam. This record is not going to make me think about some individual that I've seen lately, and you don't represent.
Yeah, especially if you've seen him.
Yeah, you've seen him, fam.
You don't forget about that, though, bro. You really don't forget about that.
Hold on, though, but if you did see him recently,
bro, if you've seen him recently, bro,
that's not the same
Wendy's,
image. Like, it kills the image.
Bro,
it kills the past image.
It kills the image.
Like 10 years ago, I saw one at Wendy's, bro, in the drive-thru, bro. And it was crazy because I'm just like, yo, I held on to that for years, and this bitch crazy in the drive-thru right now.
So I'm old, fam. So some of the chicks I was looking at in their mid-40s now, like especially the older ones. You know what I'm saying? When you're like a sophomore,
that was a senior,
when you a sophomore, oh, damn, she's bad as hell. I got no chance because she a fucking senior. Now she like 44, 45. I'm glad I did not have that chance, fam.
Yeah, so there will be no reminiscing. I like the record, and that's it right now, Jay. Not, oh man, no way.
Oh, that means life kicking her ass right now.
It's sad.
It happens to the best of us.
She probably gained 50 pounds and 4 kids, huh?
Ain't even that,
man.
She got all her teeth.
My high school crush, my young crush, she still popping.
How old? You say young? You was like 12. She's still bad from 12. That's what's up. That's what's up. That happens to some of the best of us too.
It's Valentine's weekend, man.
Still,
I don't believe that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I just think Jay won't let go.
I even remixed the song with her name.
No,
we're not gonna talk about
that. I can attest that there's some women that I've known since high school that are still bad as hell, even in their 40s.
Oh yes,
definitely. Oh yes, I ain't still letting it go. I still know.
Oh yes, I've definitely seen some. Whether I've had a crush on them or not, I've seen them recently and they look good still.
The glow up is crazy. The glow up be crazy,
especially now. Now you got to think about. I don't know if I'm older or whatever, but older women our age are starting to look better than they did before.
Yeah. Like it was teachers in 3rd grade. I remember that was like 40 something, bitch, and they was looking crazy.
Right now, you see the teachers that's 40 something now.
Look at Mary J. Blige, nigga.
Like I think the times have just changed. Like
that's the point that we were trying to make. Mary J. Blige is 50. Do you know what a 50-year-old teacher looked like back in the day?
Yeah. She was crazy.
You right.
It was our fault though, because we ran them to that, bitch. Like
I don't know if Mary has kids. I don't think so, but technically that's somebody's grandmother. You get what I'm saying? So
when you look Halle Berry, Regina Hall, Regina King, all of them in their 50s, man, they long like 50. All of them, Sanaa Lathan, all of them is still bad. Like they out there. Don't get me wrong. Black don't crack. Like it's a reason they said that.
That melanin is crazy.
It's just that once they get in a certain age, Hollywood or entertainment or whatever, try to throw them to the wayside.
So that's real quick, right? Valentine's versus Valentine's Day is coming.
Shout out to Roland and said your grandma. Nigga.
What about my grandma?
Not your grandmother specifically, just anybody's grandmother. Like they could be bad now. Like it's 2022.
Yeah, they can be bad, man.
Grandmothers ain't the same, nigga.
It ain't the same sandwich no more. Women don't wear rollers to bed no more, bro.
And plus, especially since we was the generation that had, even though I'm not one of them, we are pretty much the generation that had the kids the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas had kids when y'all was teenagers.
Yeah.
So the women y'all had kids with the grandmothers in a sense. That don't mean they look like grandmothers. You gotta think about that shit. Like they late 30s.
To what he's saying though, Flo, a lot of our classmates, bro, are grandmoms and grandfathers right now. Bro.
That's nuts. That wasn't happening back then. Now you're in your late 30s and be a grandfather.
Yeah, but that just has things to do with what we doing in 2022. Like a lot of you hitting the gym, like our grandmothers, like I never even heard of a gym like our older, like our parents and gyms and all of that.
No, I'm saying that like when you were a grandparent, you weren't a grandparent until you got 50. Now technically you're old enough to be a fucking grandfather.
I made my mother a grandmother at 34 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy. So in 34, you shouldn't need the gym yet. Like you still young. That's young as hell.
Think about that shit. Yeah, she was 34 years
old. What
you
say, Flaw?
That's not true.
What do you mean?
You said at 34 you don't need the gym.
Fam, I'm talking about compared to a fucking 60-year-old, Flaw. Like I'm talking about compared to how grandparents was before.
My computer froze, but I'm saying I understand that. But even at their age, the reason why, in my opinion, that a 50-year-old grandmother looks different than a 50-year-old today is just because of the way they took care of themselves just coming up. They look older because they weren't active. They sat in the house. They didn't do nothing.
It's the Halo Farm juice.
Like Mary J. Blige, like she's active. She could have dropped. Like all these women we praising for looking good, their bodies could have dropped if they just allowed it to. Is what I'm saying.
No, they got money.
They got money.
We come down to all the women we talk to.
But but they
think
still
about
let it fall apart.
Usually,
nutritionists.
Yeah, usually the women we're talking about have money.
You know what I'm saying? They got dietitians.
Even the men too. You got to think about the men that's in their 50s. I mean, a lot of them look good. They have money.
Denzel is like 64 years old. This nigga
That's why I stopped comparing myself to people. It's just like, how do you do that? But when you got a chef, when you got a
nutritionist, a chef,
a gym
in your crib,
you got a team.
A studio in your crib, and then they be like, yo, you can do this too, man. Get that like eating whatever, like cook this and cook that. But when you got a job and you got to pick kids up, that's why we pull into the drive-thrus and all of that. Because guess what? It's now 6 p.m.
Nah, it's DoorDash, bro. It's all about the DoorDash, bro. DoorDash. Oh my God, I got so much stock in DoorDash right now, nigga.
Yo, fam. Yo. If talk about stock. It's like damn near 3-4 times a week. I'm on that.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. So knowing that,
because it's so convenient. Like,
so and then knowing that and knowing how much we spend on the DoorDash, bro, I had to buy some stock in this shit, bro. I had to. I had to. Like,
yo. So what I was going to ask though is Valentine's Day versus Valentine's. If y'all got a quick story or a situation as to a terrible Valentine's gift you got or you gave, or anything like that, or like, do y'all got everything set up for your Valentine's right now though? Like,
I mean,
right now, I'm not going back to 3rd grade, bro. So
honestly,
that's the last time your gift was trash. Okay,
that's the last time I got my little heart broken around Valentine's.
I'm about to say, I'm surprised y'all get gifts often for Valentine's.
I'm not. Me and my wife didn't do anything for Valentine's. We went out to eat in a movie.
I don't know how Valentine goes. I'm asking.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. It go the same way it always went, bro.
You did not have what Jay said. You didn't have a lady friend for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing has changed, bro. It's the same way it's always been.
But wait a minute, though, Ed, because Jarrell just said, "Wait a minute, you Negroes still get gifts." And in my opinion, every year,
dudes usually don't get gifts.
Dudes usually don't get gifts, but it's the same way. If you in it with somebody, bitch, you got a Valentine, you show her some love. Like, you feel me? Like, ain't nothing changed. It's just I'm married now, so I ain't got to.
Your girl, both of you guys are married. So I'm saying for married couples, right? If you dating, you might be different. But is that cooked meals or something? Is like this? Is something
for married couples? I think for married couples, it depends on how good your relationship is. Valentine's Day ain't shit.
It's really not,
because you're basically doing everything. I mean, I do stuff for her that's not Valentine's. She do stuff for me that's not Valentine's.
Bro,
but Valentine's Day come, I might get her some flowers and a teddy bear, chocolate covered strawberries. That's it. Ain't no elaborate gifts and shit.
It's like so a nigga do all the Valentine's shit throughout the year though. Like, niggas buy flowers throughout the year. Niggas buy teddy bears and candy and shit. So I gotta go super over the top on Valentine's Day. And nigga, we got bills. We got kids. And we got a life. And she understand that. So we'll take that $300-400 I would have spent on Valentine's and put that in the Roth IRA. You know what I'm saying?
We're all men talking about it, and I've spoken to a lot of women, and a lot of women out there still believe, just like they still believe in the fairy tale, they still believe in the Disney ending. They still believe in Valentine's Day.
They married women? Are they single women?
Are they single women? Or are they
married, single, and in relationships?
So listen,
it all depends. It all depends on, like you said, your relationship and how good the relationship is, and especially how it started. So when you start dating, and I believe that this question should be a part of dating. Like, how do you feel about holidays? Like, what's your take on holidays? Me personally,
everybody's different, right?
That's a good one.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't know how to receive it, so I don't know. The last Valentine's Day I remember, we went to dinner after work, and I probably got like a fucking CVS teddy bear on the low. She probably forgot, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna treat you Valentine-ish throughout the year. You get what I'm saying? I do the random gifts. I do flowers just because it's Wednesday. Shout out to 2 could play at this game for that idea. But I still like that romantic shit. So, but if I'm dating somebody and they say, you know, they're big on Valentine's Day, like they still believe in it, they still believe in gifts and all of that, then if I'm moving forward in a relationship, I know I have to maintain that, because that person is still expecting, you know, dinner, gifts, as well as giving dinner or giving gifts and doing something special.
Those gems we dropped on you last week. Yes, we said ask your girl what she want.
No, it's not actually. No. It's not ask your girl, like, what do you want for Valentine's Day?
No, not what you want, but know who you
asking your girl. No,
with.
I've always been like that, bro.
You the one asked the question last week, and our answer was what you just said. Not so many words.
How I took it was asking your girl what she wants for Valentine's Day. Not asking your girl in the beginning of the relationship, do you still value Valentine's Day? Again, like I said, you pay attention. Pay attention to your girl. Pay attention to your wife. What is she looking at? What's in her Amazon cart? Women drop hints. It's just paying attention. Oh, you like this necklace? All right, cool. If you don't have it,
sometimes women hints be too complicated though. I'm just.
I'm not here for hints.
I'm a direct type of person though, bro.
Listen,
Jarrell. Listen, what you look. You can't say that because everybody's wired differently, bro. I'm a type of person. Listen, I'm a type of person that you have to be direct with me. I can't read between the lines. I don't know how to read subtle hints and all that. Be direct with me.
And well, let's just say this. Okay. I understand that, but you can't. Women aren't wired that way,
right?
Generally,
yeah.
So when you do butt heads, you just got to know what's coming with that. It has to be direct. Like if she has to be direct from you, and she's not because they're not naturally built that way, then you're obviously going to butt heads sooner or later. And when that happens, you just got to know what's coming.
I'm not saying every single instance.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I'm just saying when it happens, you just have to know why it happened.
I know.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah. That's why I have no win in those situations. I just take what it is. It is what it is.
You have to pick your battles, fam. You already know that, fam.
And this is
go, guys.
This is kind of
you got to roll.
Yeah, I got to fry some chicken.
This is kind of the hole that men are in just naturally because even though Jarrell is right, Ant says he's not built like that, but Jarrell's answer was women aren't built like that. So we got to take how women aren't built and make adjustments on our end. That's just the way it works. We got to work twice as hard in that situation.
You have to.
Now here,
because if you're not, it's not going to work.
Because if you're not, it's not going to work because we're the only ones. Like women make their own sacrifice. I get it. And they'll tell you that it's a tough thing to do, but they do it so effortlessly until you get to an argument.
I'm not here for the bullshit ass hints that you're trying to pull. And bitch,
we understand.
You could just said, bitch, pick up the laundry or some shit like.
We understand, but
you could just say that, like.
Well, so we think.
Say it.
So we think.
Nah, it depends on who you are because if she say it, she say it in a way that you ain't gonna like.
Like how far
you gonna want them hints? Nigga.
How far are you fellas,
bro? I'm just telling how I'm wired. Like,
look, how far are you fellas willing to go? Because I know some guys who what they've done is they've actually put their girl's menstrual cycle in their calendar, so they know when it's coming.
Bro, I was told to do that, and I'm just like, bitch, no, I'm nuts.
What's wrong with that?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just some things because randomly out the month, sometimes it's off or sometimes it's on, but you just want to know that every third Tuesday of the month, shit's going to get funky. Now, if you're not paying attention as a man, you like every third Tuesday still might throw you off. Like, yo, what the fuck? Why is he tripping?
See, I know that kind of shit, so I ain't got to put no Flow app on my phone to track her period and shit. I don't have to do that. That's kind of nuts to me. Like, I don't need to track. I don't need to track my wife's menstrual cycle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you can know when someone.
I know already. I already know when she need dick. I know when bitch she mad. I know she my wife. Like,
so that just means you don't need the app because you pay attention. That's all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
most niggas don't.
And to have an app for that is like this is common shit.
Like I don't have nothing to do with your shortcomings.
She wouldn't be my wife if I didn't know these things though.
It's
like
not,
you know what I'm saying?
A specific app just for us. Like
it's the Flow app.
Yeah, it's the Flow app. But it's just almost like a life hack. Hey fellas.
Here she goes.
Yes,
I'm about to screenshot my phone. I'm about to screenshot my phone and put it on the pod so she can see that I do have it. Like
right. So
shout out to wifey on the pod. Hey,
like I've said that.
Hey, hit the like button.
Hit the like button, subscribe,
yo, that's funny as hell, fam. Wifey popped up. She said, and he hasn't done it so. That's funny.
Nothing.
Okay, all right. But just saying.
Now niggas want to tune into the pod and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, the conversations change. Niggas like, yeah, we about to play songs.
Yeah, you might want to tune in.
Like, y'all got sleepers. Like, it's time for the sleeper set. It's time for the songs of the week. Check y'all.
That niggas want to tune into the pod and all that. Like, come on.
Once wifey tune in, the whole conversation changed. Now, all of a sudden, we going to start talking about the Super Bowl again.
I told y'all what happened to me. I told y'all what happened to me a few episodes ago. I started getting conversations like, what do you mean? My Bronx friend. I didn't even know you listen. Like, what the fuck? I knew you listen. I would have said the shit.
Yo, my crazy. Bronx friend. That's just because you call her Big Pun, nigga. You basically said,
hey, yo,
you basically said she was. You basically said she was a hard right. You basically said she sold drugs and wore Timbs and wore bandanas all day.
Music. You ready to play some music? Let's get the hell out of here.
MOP, nigga, in the bedroom.
Chick's different, bro.
You said she came in the bedroom and said, how about some hardcore, nigga? You said she sound like Billy Dance, nigga.
That's enough. No way. You're not doing that. No.
Flora said when she comes, she be like, I'm about to come, son.
Hey, yo.
I'm about to come, son.
You about to get off YouTube.
Son.
What's going on, fam?
Word is
About to get off this shit.
Dead ass.
My shit up, son.
Yo, she really was like dead ass. You talking about me on the pod, dead ass?
Word to mother, son.
Word to mother. You talking about me on the pod?
Wait till you come to New York, son.
Hey, yo, we about to play some music and get it out of here.
She gonna read. Send
me your records, man.
Oh shit. Oh, fam, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, being from Brooklyn, that is so funny.
Now my wife secretly listen every week and shit.
Yup.
Fuck out of here, yo.
Yup.
I'm about to come
Thought
over
it was a
here.
game.
Bring your ass.
Thought it was a game.
Bring your ass on.
Thought it was a game. It ain't.
Hey,
yo, real talk though. Happy Valentine's Day to the lovers.
Word.
Congratulations to whoever wins that Super Bowl. By the time this episode drops, we done had a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hit that like button.
See, look. Check wifey.
Oh shit!
Oh, so the Super Bowl, right? Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. I'm gonna give him like 275 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Exactly why.
Hey Jay,
that's why Jay ain't got nobody. That's what you gonna say? You ain't got no lady friend, nigga. That's why.
Hey Jay, we waiting, Jay. We waiting, Jay.
Waiting for what?
Why what? That's exactly why what?
Somebody gonna say they highlight us too, fam. Somebody gonna listen for us too. It's coming 5, 4.
Somebody wait. Somebody already checking for you though, Flaw. You just don't know it. Like Bronx chick still listening. Oh, yeah. Shout out to her.
She moving packs right now.
Hey, yo, let's get out of here. Hey,
yo, she eating a chopped cheese right now, son.
Episode 151 of Barz and Shotz. We about to get up out of here. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
And yeah.